All right. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another version of Soul Take. My name is Kevin Cameron, and thank you for joining us today. And across the table, we have Mr. Ken Craig. What's going on, Ken?
What is going on? It is Tuesday. Do we get to overreact today?
Hopefully we don't, Ken.
A little bit.
But we need to kick this thing off and let everyone know what we have going on today. As always, we have a bunch of topics that we need to dive into. You know, we don't have the Pittsburgh Steelers Victory Tuesday, right? But it seems like they played so long ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was a Thursday night game, and we'll see if we do have any overreactions that we need to go over. That's one of the things that we'll definitely make sure we cover in the first segment, as well as the Penguins. The Penguins have a game tonight.
Yes, they do.
And they will also have a Hall of Fame this weekend as well.
They'll be having a little Hall of Fame induction, maybe a little fireside chat beforehand, Saturday. If anyone wants to come down and see some Pittsburgh Penguin legends from the 90s specifically. So that was a time when we were just a premier team in the league. So
we'll talk about it.
And you'll and just to let all listeners know, I'll be here for the first hour or close to hour. I'll be scooting down the street to PPG Paints Arena to cover the game.
There you go, just right down the street. All right, and then the second segment, we need to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers. We've been talking about this for the last 2 years anyway, last year and a half. Do the Steelers need another wide receiver? And then we need to talk about Mr. Aaron Rodgers, number 8 quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, going up against his old team, the Green Bay Packers. And a question that I didn't anticipate asking a few weeks ago, but is relevant now. Can the Pitt Panthers football team win the ACC? And then we'll go over some of the top games in the AP Top 25. And then the second segment, which is the 7 o'clock time frame, Keith Platt will be joining us. So him and Ken will be switching chairs, and then we'll have a treat on the phone for the show. We will be welcoming the Dinkins family to talk about Penn State.
All of them.
Right? So
all of them. We don't just get Darnell's third person, third degree type input anymore. Right. We get the boys.
Exactly.
We get the boys on who can give us some, talk to us about what it's like on the team right now and
some insight and for Penn State Nittany Lions
and the adversity that they're going through right now.
Exactly. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. So, that's what we have going on. And another question I didn't anticipate asking about Penn State at the beginning of the year. Can Penn State make a bowl game?
No.
You said that real quick.
No.
So we'll talk about it. But since you won't be here for that segment, you're giving your answer now.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't even want to see him in one right now.
Wow.
Scrap the season. Let's play some of the younger guys. Get them some time on the field. Let's get a good coach in there. Or see what we have. See what we have.
In college athletics these days, you never know who will be back for the next year.
Correct.
So
correct.
You're saying play the young guys. I'm not even sure if that matters right now.
No, neither do I. But maybe the ones that need that. Let's see what we have, right? And obviously, let the guys that deserve it ball out. And maybe increase their draft stock or whatever they need to do. Let's see what we have in coaching, but don't worry about a bowl right now.
Okay,
that's let's get this program back in line and figure this out.
All right, and then that third segment, we will dive into the NBA. It is the opening week for the NBA that starts tonight, and we will have some predictions, and we will do the Eastern Conference first, and then the last segment, which is the 7:30 time frame, we'll dive into the Western Conference of the NBA, and we will do our famous NFL picks. And while we're doing the NFL picks, we'll also recap the previous week as well. And we want you to be a part of the conversation. The number to call in should be on your screen, whichever way you connected. If you're on YouTube or if you are listening on our radio stream, I'll give the numbers anyway. It's 412-213-8995, or you can text us 412-218-3888. And please go to our website, pghdsen.com, if you haven't already, and connect with us on our socials. This is a 24/7 radio station. It has a lot of good content. Go to our website, please. Check out the radio schedule and see all the content on Pittsburgh's DSEN. Something that is coming up this Saturday, Ken, that I would like everyone to put on their schedule is travel, fun, and tips. My wife, Francine Cameron, is one of the hosts, along with Rita Gregory, as well as Nichelle Downings as well. So those three individuals host the show, and they give you all kind of good travel destinations to consider, as well as good information on travel, the way you can save, things that make it easier, so on and so forth. And I'll get those topics, those specific topics that they will talk about this Saturday. But that is this Saturday from noon to 2 p.m. All right. So to kick things off, we normally kick things off with the question of the day. Okay. And the question of the day for today is, are you confident that the Steelers will win the AFC North? And that's what I'm talking about. Let's dive directly into it, Ken, from an overreaction standpoint, right? Overreactions for the loss to the Bengals. Before the game, most people would say that the Steelers have this division locked up. Okay?
Most would say that.
Most would say that. Now, they have one loss that could have went either way, Ken.
Yep.
Okay, on Thursday. It feels like, to be honest with you, it feels like Jamar Chase just caught another ball.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just saw him run down fifth, right?
Yeah.
One thing I want to say is our offense did very well.
I thought
right.
So. I thought so.
I did notice that there was a point in the second quarter where the cameras panned to the sideline. Tomlin had a smile on his face. Everyone was smiling, kind of like a little comfortable, right?
Okay.
And it was right after that Aaron Rodgers threw his interception deep to DK. And we had that turnover.
Which one was it? Was that the one DK should have caught?
No, the other one.
The other one.
Yeah, the other one. He was double covered.
Okay.
And it was that deep shot down. Trying to make a splash play, right? And I think we got a little.
He forced it.
Yeah, he did.
He forced it. Yeah,
and it wasn't there. We know that, right? We were trying to put a quick one on him, and it didn't work. And I think prior to that, I saw a little bit of like, hey, we got this, right? We're up. we got this. We're
it's going to be easy.
It's going to be a little easy.
It was 10-0 at that time.
Let's show out, right? Because and they even had I think they had a touchdown, maybe a touchdown call back. When was that when Warren scored? Penalty, called it back, and they kicked a field goal. We would have been up 14-0, or was Warren's touchdown after that? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't remember a touchdown being called back.
So, yeah, it was called Warren. Jalen Warren scored, but they
I said, it seemed like it was so long ago.
It was a holding penalty on Broderick Jones that called it back, and then we ended up settling for a field goal. At that point, anyway, but we got a little too comfortable.
Yeah,
but our offense played well. We put up points. Aaron Rodgers threw for 4 touchdowns. Every one of our tight ends were fed and ate and were full when they left that game.
Yeah.
Right. And we saw Freiermuth ball out, but our defense, where were they?
So exactly. So from an overreaction standpoint in general, do you believe that people overreacted?
No. I don't think they're overreacting. I think that they're tired of it. And I won't say that I'm not either, from a fan perspective, but from a reporting perspective, this is football, right? And you're going to get beat sometimes. And I think we didn't have the defensive scheme ready for what happened to us.
So what are they saying where it might be an overreaction? And as you answer that, I want to make sure I have my phone screen up as well, so I can make sure that we don't miss a call.
Yeah, I think the overreaction, one, that we don't know how to prepare. That's a big overreaction, right? We don't know how.
And as I say that, we get a call as well.
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear it.
All right.
Hopefully, yeah. Go ahead.
Dan, are you on?
On.
Hey, how's it going, Dan? Oh, it says Diva here, not Dan. Do we have Miss Diva?
I'm here.
Okay. How's it going tonight?
I'm here. Yeah, I thought somebody got in before me. You said Dan. I'm like, okay, well, good to talk with you guys. I just have 2 questions.
Sure.
Yeah.
I heard Ken's comments. He said the offense did really well. So my first question is, whose fault is it that the Steelers lost on Thursday? And then my second question is, to me, the defense looked really, really tired, looked old. Based on this loss and how bad it was, where do you think we're going to end up? Are we still going to make the playoffs? And then I'll hang up and listen.
Yeah, that's a really good question, actually. Do you mind if I start out with that? One, I think the defense, I don't think...
Thanks for the call as well.
Yeah, thank you. I don't think the defense looked tired. I think they look beat. I think it's a big difference when you don't have an answer to stop a team that you walked in.
I think they look tired. It was Thursday night. They just played Sunday.
No, I'm being a little facetious when I say this, right? They look beat. They didn't have an answer.
I know they were tired after the game, after chasing Jamar Chase around.
And Chase Brown. Yeah.
Allowing him 16 receptions for 161 yards, as well as, T. Higgins had a pretty good day as well, 6 receptions for 96 yards as well. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, and they came into the Bengals came into this game with being the lowest rushing team in the NFL.
Yeah.
And Chase Brown left that game with 11 carries and 108 yards, which on 11 carries, that's almost 10 per, right?
Yeah.
So, to your point where the defense looked tired, yeah, absolutely. They looked tired. They looked beat. They looked out of position. Our secondary wasn't keeping up with Jamar Chase. Most secondaries can't, but we didn't have an answer at all. Mm-hmm. I thought Darius Slay specifically was beat, a lot.
They were all beat.
Yeah.
They were all beat. But here's the deal from an overreaction standpoint. Throw it out the window.
Yeah, you have to.
Throw it out. But what I'm getting to is we knew Mike Tomlin had a Thursday night problem.
Always, yeah.
Okay.
I think AFC has a Thursday night problem. Well, we were just on the other side of it this time.
Mike Tomlin is 9-12 overall on Thursday night. But what's most important, against AFC North opponents on the road, he's 0-7. Okay. So he had to buck the trend. So it's not surprising that the Steelers took the L, right? Like I said, it really could have went either way. So the Steelers went down 33-31. I do believe, Ken, there's a lot of overreaction out there, because if I were a betting man, I would have betted against the Steelers. 0-7, come on, Art. I mean, 0-6 going into the game against AFC North opponents on the road. Okay. I would have went with them. And then something you said as well, Ken, as far as, who was it? Chase Brown, who went over 100 yards, and the Bengals struggled coming into this game. But I like to say, tell the whole story, right? Because the Bengals were a bad rushing team. However, they did all of that without Joe Flacco for the most part.
Yep.
Okay, so Joe Flacco came in the previous game and played, got his feet wet, and then he was ready the Thursday night game. And you get Joe Flacco, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins, it's going to open up the running game.
Right. And he has, over his career, been able to dice up our zone defense year after year. Right. It happened last year against the Colts.
Sure.
And as he's gotten older, he's just begun slinging the ball. Right. And he used to with Baltimore, but yeah. But
and even with that, people got to realize he's 12-12 against the Steelers.
Right. Right.
Even with everything that you just said. Okay, but still given, and we both went with the Steelers for this game.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I know from my standpoint, it was a little bit of bias.
Sure.
Okay, it was a little bit of bias. I thought that Mike Tomlin, out of all years, would buck the trend of losing on the road to AFC North opponents. That did not happen.
No, and I also thought, okay, we have a collective of veterans on our squad now. Well-prepared veterans who have been successful in the past, right? We have Super Bowl champions in our secondary. We've brought in people who know how to study the game, who know how to prepare for a game. So I was hoping we weren't leaning on our players are better than yours, right? And because there was a lot said before the season even started with, hey, our secondary will be able to keep up, with the Bengals. We'll be able to.
You got to do it. You just can't talk about it.
Yeah, and we showed that we can't do that. And
again, I think that's an overreaction. I really do. So
what? That we can hang with them?
I do. I do. I think we'll find out in a few weeks.
How many catches did we give up?
I know. It was a bad day, but I think it was overreaction. Throw the Thursday night game out altogether is what we need to do, as I silence my cell phone here. So we need to throw it out. If the Steelers could bounce back this Sunday night, that's the key to me.
Yeah, it'll change the entire trajectory. What I fear is getting on one of those 3-game losing streaks, right? That we've fallen for in the past few years, or historically speaking, those 3 tough games that we tend to go from the top of the AFC North to all of a sudden now being in the middle because we didn't capitalize on a few games, or we let a few games go. So bouncing back this Sunday is, it is top priority. This is I don't want to say it's a must-win situation, but in order to have a little bit of comfort in the AFC North that we rarely ever have, this is a must-win.
Yeah. I think it's an important win. I wouldn't call it a must win just because it's an NFC opponent with Green Bay.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it a little bit later, probably in the second segment. I believe we have that slated to get into
so if
the preview.
And just a note, because I won't be here, but just a note, if we don't win, right, we take the loss, we're now 4-3, and Cincinnati does win, they're now 4-4.
Yeah, they have 4 losses.
Yeah. So
and they should win. They play the Jets, I believe. They play the Jets.
So when I look at it that way, of like, we need to keep that comfort there.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Jets, I hope you talk about Justin Fields later too.
We will.
Okay.
We will. All right. So let's move on to talk Penguins. Penguins versus Vancouver.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Pens are taking on Vancouver tonight. They just got home from their West Coast trip. They were on the West Coast, and when NHL teams do this, they typically stay for about 3-4 games at a time. We just took on the Anaheim Ducks, the LA Kings, and the San Jose Sharks. Walked away with 2 of the 3 wins, which walking away with 4 points. We actually had a good chance to walk away with 6 points of those games. So the team looks young. The youth movement has proven to be fun. The engagement's up, and they have a lot of good talent. Young guys that are on the team that are really showing out. Our rookie Ben Kindle has been showing out. Our rookie Justin Hollander had his first goal on the West Coast trip, but now we move into 4-2, or now we are currently 4-2-0, second place in the Metro Division.
Okay,
and looking to take on the Vancouver Canucks here at 7 p.m. tonight.
And they're 4-2 as well, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
I do believe so. I have it right here. Hold on.
So it should be a good game.
4-2-0.
Yep. And this Saturday is a very special day as well.
It is. It's a very special day, and I hope to see a lot of you down there. And if you do go down, let me know. Like, ping us, let me know somehow. But the Pittsburgh Penguins are holding their Hall of Fame induction. They announced before the season started that the Pittsburgh Penguins Hall of Fame is back. They have not inducted, anybody into the Pittsburgh Penguins Hall of Fame. It's been quite some time. I don't even,
why did they ever stop, Ken?
That's a really, really good question. I actually can't give you an answer to that. So, but it's something that they restarted this year under Kyle Dubas. And I think it's, they're trying to make sure that they're honoring the city. And I love it, right? I think that Kyle Dubas is doing a good job with that.
Okay.
But this year, the inductees for class of 2025, Scotty Bowman, Eddie Johnston, Kevin Stevens, and Ron Francis. So
nice group.
Oh, it's
nice
a great group. And And if you don't know, Ron Francis, the league's 5th all-time scoring leader, 549 goals, with 46 more goals in the playoffs. Had 1,731 NHL games with 1,249 assists. Kevin Stevens, he had 2 stints with the Pittsburgh Penguins from 87 to 95, and again from 2000 to 2002.
Now, all of the activity that is going on Saturday as well, people need to know, okay, please subscribe to our YouTube channel because Ken covers the Penguins. He's going to try to put as much material out there as possible. A lot of times Ken even have the pre-interviews before the game as well. Everyone, I want to make sure that, because not everyone hears those,
right? And you and I have talked about this a lot. I want you to know what they're saying even before, right? And a lot of it's coach talk, and you hear from players and things, but it's important to really understand the entire story.
Definitely.
Like last week while they were in California, they sat down. They had a healthy scratch for one of their rookies. Mm-hmm. Most people are like, oh, it's not because he's not playing well. The coach before the game said, no, this is part of the development plan, right? We want him to sit down. We want him to spend some time, away from the ice and watch the game, and then come back into the next game, right? So
real quick, we have probably about a minute left for this particular topic. So you're inside the Igloo. Right, let everyone know. We got to keep reminding people about that.
Yeah, we're going to be doing something a little bit different moving forward. I know we regrouped and there's going to be a little bit of changes moving forward. However, we're back at it next week. And you'll see a new show pop out on Monday.
On YouTube. So please subscribe, everyone. All right, so the next topic we'll hit up is that time, Ken. It's baseball's championship, the World Series.
I tell you what, though. I have not been so excited about about baseball in the playoffs for quite some time.
Yeah.
There's been so much excitement around this tournament that
were you rooting for Seattle or Toronto last?
I mean, I'd rather Toronto. I think I'm a Toronto, like, if I'd ever leave the country, you'd probably find me in Toronto. One of those guys.
So Toronto ended up upending Seattle yesterday 4-3. Seattle had a big night. They had their Seahawks playing last night. They took a victory. However, I'm sure they probably would have traded a loss for the Seahawks and a win for the Mariners to finally get them into the World Series, but that did not happen. So the matchup right now, and I think we both went with Dodger Blue from the beginning, Ken, to win it all.
Yeah.
So we have the Dodgers, LA Dodgers versus the Toronto Blue Jays. And the first game is Friday night at 8 p.m. in Toronto, as well as Saturday night, 8 p.m. in Toronto.
Shohei
Ohtani. What a night he had.
Home runs. 10 strikeouts.
And they said he was struggling before that game.
Absolutely.
Way to get out of your slump. All right.
I did see someone that measures the noise within the arena, the ballpark.
Okay.
From the game, the Mariner game and the Blue Jay game. When the guy hit the walk-off home run, they were measuring the crowd noise, and it was almost at like 11 decibels, which is it was so wild, that place. I'm really happy for them. Congratulations to both. It's going to be a great World Series.
All right. Hopefully everything out there with YouTube is okay. I got a text here that we were experiencing some buffering, some freezes. So hopefully everything is good now. And this is actually a good time to take a break anyway. So when we're right at the end of segment 1. So when we come back, what we'll do, we'll talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers, continue to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Do the Pittsburgh Steelers need another wide receiver?
Do we?
Also, Aaron Rodgers is facing one of his former teams, the main team. Anyway, the Green Bay Packers. I'm not even sure if Aaron Rodgers even count that stint.
That's like
in New York.
That's school you don't rep, right? Exactly. That's school you don't rep. You're like, I was forced to go there for a year. No, this is his team. This was his team.
All right. And then what else do we have for the second segment? Oh, I'm going to get Ron Hill, the great nephew of the great Pete Hill, that played in the Negro League. We're going to start the second segment off with him because there's some exciting news that will be going on here in the city of Pittsburgh regarding Pete Hill. the Major League Baseball player. So I want him to be able to tell everybody what is going on from that perspective, as well as we need to talk about Pitt football. Can Pitt win the ACC? And then we'll talk about a couple games that are big games in the AP top 25 as well. Did you have something else, Ken, that you wanted to say?
I was just going to mention that there is some buffering on YouTube. So anyone who is watching, we apologize. We're going to go to break and get this figured out.
All right, sounds good. So we'll go ahead and take this break now, and hopefully we'll be able to correct it, or it'll work itself out. So we'll see.
Yes. Each Saturday, we throw it back with some of the best old school music, funk, R&B, old school, rap, hip hop, and all the jams that make you move and dance. Yes, check it out. Each Saturday, right here on Pittsburgh's DSEN. All the old school jams, 6 to 11 p.m.
Pittsburgh, have you seen our Sunday radio schedule? Ooh, it is lit. Start the day off with our Sunday gospel music from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. It will inspire you and have you praising the Lord. Then from 3 to 8 p.m., we bring you Sunday jazz melody for all the jazz lovers. Then cap off the night with the Quiet Storm from 8 to 11 p.m. to hear the best smooth, romantic, and soulful R&B sounds of yesterday and today. All that each Sunday on Pittsburgh's DSEN, the place for soul.
Looking for a cost-effective way to help increase your company's bottom line? Look no further than Soul Pit Media. With our award-winning print, internet, podcast, and Soul Pit television options, we can help your business get to that next level. For more information, contact Craig Dawson at 412-407-7685. That's 412-407-7685. And let Soul Pit Media take you to that next level.
Business owners thinking about back-to-school promotions and replacing summer flavors with pumpkin? What about your taxes? Reduce your stress and tax liabilities by planning for tax time now with Cameron Professional Services Group. CPSG takes your goals, values, and visions to create a custom tax plan catered specifically to your business. We work closely with you to ensure that as your business grows and goals shift, so will your custom plan. Located in the Hill District in Pittsburgh, PA, CPSG is a CPA and consultant firm, providing services in accounting, auditing, tax planning and preparation, community development, and operational management. Call Cameron Professional Services Group today at 412-251-0607.
Have you had the Beat by Niche experience? Beat by Niche is one of the top makeup artists in the city of Pittsburgh. She's touched the face of Cardi B, love and hip-hop personalities, and various Steeler wives. If you have not sat in her chair, what are you waiting for? Visit beatbyniche.com to schedule your special makeover for all occasions: weddings, graduations, proms, photo ops, and more. Visit beatbyniche.com and experience the touch of excellence.
Peace up, A-Town down. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Usher. Let's go.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. This is Kevin Cameron on Soul Take. We come to you every Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m. we have been talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers, overreaction or not, with the loss to the Cincinnati Bengals this past Thursday night. We've also talked about the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Penguins played the Vancouver Canucks. I think that's how you pronounce it. I probably got it wrong. Played tonight at 7 o'clock, I believe it is. And Ken will be heading down the street very soon to check out that particular game. So yeah, that's what we've been talking about. So if you missed any of that, all these shows are recorded. You can always go back and check out what we've been talking about, all the various topics. All right, so Ken is back.
I'm back.
And then during the 7 p.m., we'll also welcome a couple other individuals to it as well. And JT, if I could have you hold off until 7 o'clock, we'll be good. We'll get JT on, as well as Keith Platt. Is Keith here as well?
He is. He was asking for the key.
Okay, got it. We're good to go.
Yeah, he wants the key to go to the bathroom really fast on the.
Well, I wasn't trying to give all the information.
I know. I was
just saying we were good.
I was trying, man. I was trying. We're working after hours here. They shut down the building. They shut down everything.
Yeah, so, exactly.
Yeah, no, I apologize for that, everybody, but I want to make sure the message got across.
I hope he's okay with it once he comes in.
He's fine with it.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Yeah, but if it takes a while, people, put two and two together.
I don't think it will. He'll be prompt at 7.
Yeah.
He'll be prompt at 7. All right, what are we talking about?
All right, so the question of the day. I'm not sure if you answered the question of the day. Are you confident that the Steelers will win the AFC North?
Yeah. I mean, to be direct with you, right now, I do. I'm confident that they can win it.
Okay.
Am I confident that they will win it? I do believe.
Confident too.
Yeah, I'm confident that they will win it. There's some changes we got to make, though. I mean, straight up, there's some changes we got to make. Preparation. One game.
Thursday night game that we normally lose anyway.
But I look back and I look at week 1.
Yeah.
Right. Week 1 against the Jets and think how close that game was. And I know it's week 1.
Yeah.
But then look at where the Jets are now.
Right.
I look at a couple things where we were close. That was close.
Yeah.
So then I look at the Seahawks and that wasn't even close.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
and it could have been close. And that's what trips me out about people too. They, always say what the record could have been.
Yeah.
And really the record, you could make a case either way. The Steelers could be 2-4 or the Steelers could be undefeated.
Yeah.
Right.
The difference with this team is we can score.
And you're right. And the thing about that as well, the reason I say the Steelers could be undefeated, because that Seattle game was close until that fiasco happened on kickoff with Johnson.
Right.
And then what was the other game? The Cincinnati game could have went either way. We already talked about that. So, yeah, we both answered the question of the day. We do believe that the Steelers, let me say it correctly, will still win the AFC North. Now, from a wide receiver standpoint, Ken, there's been a lot of names that's been kicked around. And I want to grab my sheet here as well. There's been a lot of names from a A.J. Brown standpoint, okay, that JT brought up some time ago. Even Waddle down in Miami, that might be a possibility, the way they're playing. Who else? I've heard Jacoby Myers as well. He's with the Raiders, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Just Kobe Myers.
Yeah, he asked for a trade earlier in the I guess right around preseason. Right around preseason time, he asked for a trade. They denied it. And so, the team's struggling right now.
Yeah.
The Raiders don't look too hot. They got a couple other wide receivers. I know they don't have a quarterback that's slinging the ball like they thought he would, but I think that would be a huge target.
And JT mentioned Chris Olave.
Yeah.
He's another one from New Orleans.
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
He just balled out this past weekend, so that price
and I want to make
going up and up.
I want to make sure everyone is aware that the Titans today released veteran wide receiver Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, he wants to go back to where he can
He wants,
compete for a Super Bowl potentially.
Is he trying to get back to Seattle?
I would if I was him. You see that team?
That wouldn't be a bad move. Any possibility that he could be coming this way?
No, I don't see it.
You don't see it?
No,
he wouldn't be a good fit?
Why? Why?
33 years old?
33. I mean, he fits the locker room if that's what you're talking about. No, I don't think there's a good fit there. I think the age, I think he doesn't have what he used to have. And I think we go younger more than someone that age necessarily. Just someone younger with a little bit more speed. Someone that can open up the field a little bit more. That's what I'd be looking for.
So do you agree that the Steelers do need another wide receiver?
I definitely think that we definitely need depth, yes. But I think we have a wide receiver who's made a couple good plays that we need to give him more options as well. But our depth is terrible.
Who's our wide receiver too?
Right now?
Yeah.
Scotty Miller.
Scotty Miller?
Yeah.
I mean, even with Calvin Austin.
Yeah, Calvin Austin. I mean,
do you consider him a number two?
Not in a traditional.
Okay.
Not in a traditional team. Okay. No. But most teams aren't rolling out three.
Yeah.
Top.
I had this argument with my boy John Bell. I'm not sure if he's listening or not over text. And he said that he still feels he's a number two. And I gave an analogy that, the Pirates have a third baseman, right? However, the Pirates need a third baseman.
Mm-hmm.
So my point is you could put someone in a position, but doesn't mean that he's fulfilling that position.
Like in my mind, I would much rather have like Jonnu Smith as our number two and actually running those routes. Whereas, we're putting out a Scotty Miller and then potentially having Jonnu or Freiermuth come off the field while we have Washington block. So that's like in my mind, I would be like, no, keep Jonnu on the field. Let him run those routes. I don't know if he can. I don't know if they're willing to or what, but that's in my mind, right? I would love to make that transition to keep our playmakers on the field.
All right. So let's move on to Aaron Rodgers, who's playing real good ball right now, even though he threw 2 interceptions. One was a bad interception, the first one on Thursday night.
That was bad.
Yeah, the second one shouldn't have been intercepted. DK Metcalf has to come down. DK Metcalf is a very strong individual.
Yeah, he's a specimen.
Yeah,
and
I couldn't imagine before Thursday night that someone would wrestle the ball away from him.
Right.
I don't care if he had 2 guys on him or not. He has to pull that particular ball in.
Absolutely. Hands down. That's on him, period. If it's in his hands and it's pulled out of his hands, hands down.
Yeah. So, Aaron Rodgers going against his former team, a team where he might have a statue in Green Bay once his playing career is over.
Him and Favre right next to each other, yeah.
Yeah, and Bart Starr, right?
Yeah, that's another one. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, how motivated do you believe he is, Ken, to get a victory
this is huge for them. This is huge for him. I think this is a game to he was pushed aside, from Green Bay, sent to the Jets and, fell on his face at the Jets. I'll say that right out the bat. I mean, most do. Not naming names, Le'Veon Bell, but it still hurts
And
to this day.
to be honest with you, Ken, to tell the whole story, it shouldn't have been unexpected. And the reason that I'm saying that, number one, is the Jets. Number two, he lost a whole year with that Achilles. And then when you come back the following year, it takes you some time to really get where you need to be.
Yeah.
And the second half of that year, the second half of that year, he actually played good ball.
Very much so.
And he's continuing to play good ball this year as well.
This past game, 23 of 34, 249. 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, with the longest of 68. The pass to Freiermuth, which is 103.7 ratings and a 75.7 QBR, which I think the eye test is what I'm looking at here, right? The eye test, there's a different level of confidence whenever our offense is out there. It feels like at times, some things at the beginning were a little bit harder than they needed to be. It felt like getting the run game going, but I feel like our run game, Jaylen Warren had a game, but Aaron Rodgers, the way he's commanding, the way he is able to move still shocks me.
Moving good.
And he's putting the ball where it needs to be. I mean, that Definitely. One interception was I think we talked about it. I think it was like one of those comfort throws to try to make a splash play. We were way too comfortable. We thought we can get away with something dumb. It didn't work. But overall, I think he's running right now. And I have full confidence that he can win every game.
Yeah. All right. So we got a couple of texts here, and then so we'll address these texts, and then after the texts, we'll queue up Mike Tomlin's press conference from earlier today. We'll start with the defense, so everyone will have a good understanding of what Mr. Aaron Rodgers will face. And you know what? Something I haven't heard so far on any of the TV broadcasts. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
No.
Have you heard that reference?
At the very beginning. But I feel like it was thrown out there, and then everyone was like, no.
Yeah, so we'll see if we get that Sunday night. That should be like a prop bet for the bettors out there, huh?
How many times Collinsworth throws it out?
Yeah, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. We'll see. All right. Some of the text that came in, does Tomlin get the blame for Thursday's loss? I'll start off by saying absolutely.
There's nobody else to. The players get it, absolutely.
Yeah.
But ultimately, he's the one in charge of getting everyone prepared, making proper adjustments throughout the game.
Like doubling Chase every time. I understand having Jalen Ramsey on him, man up. But then once you see it's not working, you need to change that.
Yeah.
The next text, why would Cleveland trade quarterback to Cincinnati? Because they're Cleveland.
Well, because they're Cleveland. And it's also, like Tomlin said, he doesn't understand it. But that's because Cleveland also doesn't want us to win. Right?
But that's their problem. They need to worry about themselves winning.
Correct.
Versus other people winning.
Well, because you got to go back and play them.
Yeah.
You think, does Cleveland think that rolling out Dylan Gabriel is going to be...
It was too early for that. Way too early.
Way too early. And you mean to tell... Joe Flacco looked like he was a prime out there. He couldn't move in the pocket, but he didn't need to. He got the ball out so fast... they wasn't even worried about getting pressure. He knew exactly where Chase and where Higgins were going to be.
So here's Mike Tomlin's press conference on the South Side from earlier today. And when we come back after the press conference, we'll talk about it. And we are taking your calls as well. The number should be on the screen for you all on YouTube, as well as on the ones listening on the radio stream, the numbers on the website. So the phone lines are open, but here's Mike Tomlin from earlier today.
Looking at Green Bay's offense, it starts with Josh Jacobs.
All right, we're actually going to start on the offensive side. That's fine.
Coming off of a subpar performance in terms of stopping the run, but he's just a catalyst for a lot that goes on with them. He's a nuts and bolts player, man. He's really good. He's got a great run demeanor. His power almost always falls the right way from his perspective. We've been familiar with him. We played against him recently when he was in Vegas. He has just been a big-time acquisition for them. I think he's got 23 rushing touchdowns since they acquired him last year, and that's just a staggering number, but it speaks to, his involvement in what it is that they do. He's obviously the central component of their run game, but I'd be remiss if I didn't mention his passing game exploits as well. His screen game, his ability to turn short to long in the check down game is really impressive, and so he certainly has our attention. Jordan Love and his talents and the way that he spreads the ball around to a variety of people, his ability to extend plays, his mobility, all the things that certainly has our attention. We played him in 23, and so we're somewhat physically familiar with that skill set, but we still got to make plays. His talents really thin you out schematically. His willingness and his ability to spread the ball around to a lot of people. Tucker at tight end is really significant. He gets down the field. They throw him tight end screens. He's big in their misdirection passing game. He's just a force within their offensive system. They got a young rookie, Golden, out of Texas, that's increasing his participation with each passing week, and his talents are starting to show. I think Watson's been practicing, and so they may get Watson back this week. They got Dobbs. They got a complete repertoire of people to spread the ball around to, and they got a solid running game. And so certainly, man, we got a big week ahead of us from a prep standpoint. We got to be really good in situations. When you play people that are as well-rounded as this group, you got to get off the field when given an opportunity. You got to preserve points when given an opportunity to do so. The special teams component of the game is going to be a big component of the game.
So we'll go ahead and stop it right there. Green Bay, they are, let me see, I think they are 4-2 right now as well, if I'm not mistaken.
They are. I think they're leading, or I know they're in first in their division. They may be tied.
No, I'm sorry. They're 4-1-1.
4-1-1 with the tie.
They had that tie. Yep. Yeah, they had that tie with Dallas.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't stand ties.
I can't stand ties. They shouldn't even be a thing.
Yeah. That's probably why I thought it was a loss.
Yeah, it should be. Should go in both their loss columns.
But this should be a real good Sunday night game. Even though it doesn't show up in the stats from a rushing standpoint, just like Cincinnati with Chase Brown. I knew Chase Brown was a good running back. Josh Jacobs is a good running back.
Very, very good running back.
Yeah.
And they got some threats on the outside. But if we can get Jordan Love, Jordan Love off of his game a little bit, and we can get him unbalanced and get him scared. I'm gonna use the word scared.
Okay.
We can impact how he throws the ball. We got to get pressure on him. We got to keep him guessing. I know he's not a rookie, but I still think reading the field, we need to keep him guessing as to what's coming next. And make sure he's taking that extra second to read the field, right? And he. Because right now, like we said this before the Minnesota game, disguising some things on the field is really important. It makes the quarterback take that extra 1 or 2 seconds to diagnose what's happening in front of him.
Definitely.
So
okay. So you heard head coach Mike Tomlin talk about the offense. Let me see if I could get him going from a defensive standpoint, give you an idea of what the Steelers will be facing, and we'll talk about it right after the video.
Got a lot of respect for Jeff Hafley and the work he's doing over there with those guys. They're fundamentally sound. They don't give up big plays. I think they're third in the league in explosion run plays and first in the league in explosion pass plays. And so largely collectively with both, they're certainly number one.
And Kurt, we'll get to you as well. Please hang in there.
They reduce the amount of grass that they have to play in. And in doing so, man, they make offenses operate in an effort to score on them. And so, you gotta be clean. You got to execute for blocks of plays at a time. You got to execute situational plays. You got to play penalty free. I think when you don't give up big plays, man, it creates all of those obstacles for an offensive unit, and they're certainly doing that and doing it at a high level. They've invested a lot in their edge people up front, and I think they've reaped the rewards of it. Man, they play behind that rush. Michael Parsons, can't say enough about him and his talents. You saw just the other day what he's capable of doing, and I think that's really indicative of the impact that a guy like him has. You better stay out of one-dimensional circumstances. You better stay.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and cut the video off there, give you an idea of what Green Bay brings defensively. Michael Parsons, big dog on the football field. The Steelers saw Myles Garrett earlier in the year, was successful in greatly minimizing him. I would like to see the same thing on Sunday night.
Yep, absolutely. I believe, did Parsons play last year whenever Dallas came to Pittsburgh? I believe he did. And I believe he wasn't a massive impact, even though they beat us that game. So I'm hoping we can minimize the impact Michael Parsons has on that team. But they got a solid defense.
Definitely. And we have Kurt on the line. Kurt, thanks for giving us a call, and thank you for your patience as well.
Thank you for taking my call this evening. Great show as always. I'm disappointed. This type of loss, okay? First off, I'm a huge Mike Tomlin supporter.
Okay.
So this hurts because this Bengals game, okay, you don't have Joe Burrow, and you don't have your best defensive player. And really, this defense, we all knew it, one of the worst defenses in the league, the offense. There was so much to be said about what we were facing in this game, other than the fact that they're an AFC divisional team that we'll see twice. It's a game that you have to win, and on top of that, I don't think Joe Burrow is going to be back for the second game. So really, this is a team you have to beat twice. You have to. I don't care if people say every Sunday it's any given Sunday. No, not for the good teams. Not with the teams that have head coaches like Mike Tomlin, where the expectations are always high, and he gets to the postseason, and he has consecutive seasons without a losing record. So it hurts because you don't have a team here in the Bengals that had their best players. I know Jamar Chase is great, and I know T. Higgins is really good, but you make it about Joe Flacco and T. Higgins trying to beat you, and they made it worse than that. They made Joe Flacco beat them. A really good.
I agree with you on that.
100%.
You don't let Jamar Chase beat you. I agree with you on that 100%. But Kurt, let me tell you this. I was at the Cleveland game last year in the snow. You remember that game?
I do.
Thursday night game, another loss. We just have, we're Mike Tomlin supporters as well. Okay. We just have to accept, I don't care who they play on Thursday night, we're going to lose. Period. I've come to that realization. I really have. It's like the Pirates. Every year, we just know they're not going to do anything. They're going to be below 500. They're not going to make the playoffs.
Even being on the road on Thursday nights.
Yeah, 0-7 now.
Yeah, 0-7.
So Kurt, I really throw it out the window. You're correct with what you said about you don't let Jamar Chase beat you. I definitely agree with you on that. But something else I wanted to say, Kurt, and I want you to answer this. Do you really think Mike Tomlin and the Steelers are going to make things easy?
I mean,
seriously.
Right. I get the question, and I don't look at it that way. I look at it a perspective that says, all right, they don't have this Super Bowl playing quarterback, and really he played like an NFL MVP last year. No, you have to come in there and not just beat them, but I mean you make a statement that you say, look, not only are we going to win on the road on Thursday night, but we're going to beat this team. Mike Tomlin made some very unsettling comments about this whole GM thing and the trade.
You're right. You're right.
Very out of character.
You're right.
So I think he sort of exposed himself in a way that we've never seen or heard from. And then on the field, to let an offense and a defense, right, but let an offense as bad as the Bengals score 30-plus points on the highest-paid defense in the NFL. That is, I'm sorry. I don't care that we lose away games every Thursday. Yep. This is a new year, new season. Got Aaron Rodgers playing ball. He's balling out. Your defense has to stop their ground game at least. They couldn't even do that. And it's upsetting because this is going to hurt us come postseason.
Then you just
be realistic.
Kurt, you just nailed it right there, because that's what I look at is if we give up these games, right, then and our offense is rolling. We've been wanting an offense for the past few years. Okay, well now we need our defense to come through in these games.
Yeah,
we're begging for our defense to come through. And what if that doesn't happen in a big game? Week 1 in the playoffs or something like that's. We need to prepare for every given Sunday.
And that's really the key to get in the playoffs and win a playoff game. But, Kurt, who do you like at the college level?
Right now at the college level, and I've been rooting for him, and I talked about him on your show, I think, a week or two ago, and it's the USC Trojans. I'm a big fan of the quarterback there, Maivia. So I think he's done a lot of good things. He's got the team ranked. He's playing really good ball, but I'm rooting for the USC Trojans because the Steelers got a history there. There's Troy Polamalu.
Good history.
Yeah, really good history. There's your Lynn Swans, but I mean, they do. They got a history there. They like to go there. They've got scouts there. So I've always been interested in USC. And hey, look, I don't know
Juju
if it's still. I'm sorry.
Juju as well.
Oh yeah, Juju. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Juju. So, but USC used to be, or maybe it still is, quarterback university. So, anytime a name comes out of there, and especially at that position where we could be in a position, I think it's a good idea to be looking at USC. But yeah, I've been rooting for USC for a long time. I don't know, they're just always an exciting team, always great players over there, and they usually play primetime games.
Yeah, and Lincoln Riley's a heck of a coach as well, and a really good quarterback developer. So you nailed it there.
All right, Kurt, thanks for calling. What we're about to do after we let you go, we're going to take a break. And then the reason I asked you about your college team as well, we're going to have a couple players from Penn State. Okay, they've been going through a lot here over the last week. So we'll have the Dinkins family on. Our Super Bowl champ, Darnell Dinkins, his sons play for Penn State. So we're going to have them on next. Okay. All right. So yeah, we always thank Kurt for his call. You raised a lot of good points there.
I love new listeners calling in. It's been a blast growing, and Kurt's been one of those that calls in every week. And it's funny to hear his first call to now when he's calling, because you could tell he's gotten a little bit more not comfortable, but like a little bit more like
he was frustrated.
Oh,
he was frustrated too.
I love it. Right. But Right
I know you.
I gotta go. Yep,
too.
I gotta go. It was great. Great week to talk about the overreaction Tuesday, but I'll see everyone next week.
Excellent. We'll let you go, and while we do that, we'll go ahead and take our next break, and we'll be right back with you when we come back. Again, we will talk Penn State football with the Dinkins family, as well as other college football games and Pitt as well. So we'll do all of that and more when we return.
Cost-effective way to help increase your company's bottom line? Look no further than Soul Pitt Media. With our award-winning print, internet, podcast, and Soul Pitt television options, we can help your business get to that next level. For more information, contact Craig Dawson at 412-407-7685. That's 412-407-7685. And let Soul Pitt Media take you to that next level.
Business owners thinking about back-to-school promotions and replacing summer flavors with pumpkin? What about your taxes? Reduce your stress and tax liabilities by planning for tax time now with Cameron Professional Services Group. CPSG takes your goals, values, and visions to create a custom tax plan catered specifically to your business. We work closely with you to ensure that as your business grows and goals shift, so will your custom plan. Located in the Hill District in Pittsburgh, PA, CPSG is a CPA and consultant firm, providing services in accounting, auditing, tax planning and preparation, community development, and operational management. Call Cameron Professional Services Group today at 412-251-0607.
Have you had the Beat by Niche experience? Beat by Niche is one of the top makeup artists in the city of Pittsburgh. She's touched the face of Cardi B, love and hip-hop personalities, and various Steeler wives. If you have not sat in her chair, what are you waiting for? Visit beatbyniche.com to schedule your special makeover for all occasions: weddings, graduations, proms, photo ops, and more. Visit beatbyniche.com and experience the touch of excellence.
Pittsburgh, it's an old school party. Yes, each Saturday we throw it back with some of the best old school music, funk, R&B, old school, rap, hip hop, and all the jams that make you move and dance. Yes, check it out. Each Saturday right here on Pittsburgh's DSEN. All the old school jams, 6 to 11 p.m.
Pittsburgh, have you seen our Sunday radio schedule? Ooh, it is lit. Start the day off with our Sunday gospel music from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. It will inspire you and have you praising the Lord. Then from 3 to 8 p.m., we bring you Sunday jazz melody for all the jazz lovers. Then cap off the night with the Quiet Storm from 8 to 11 p.m. to hear the best smooth, romantic, and soulful R&B sounds of yesterday and today. All that each Sunday on Pittsburgh's DSEN, the place for soul.
I feel the master. I feel we ready. They ready. Well, come on. We ready. Y'all ready? They ready. We ready. We ready.
Hey! All right. We are back. This is Soul Tape on Pittsburgh's DSEN. We come to you every Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Thank you very much for joining us today. And we are ready for the third segment of the show tonight. And as I mentioned earlier, Mr. Ken Craig actually had to leave to go down and cover the Pittsburgh Penguins game tonight against Vancouver. So we had to bring in our not backup quarterback, but I'll just say, since it's World Series time, Keith, the reliever.
I thought you was going to say designated hitter. DH.
The closer.
Paul
right?
Molitor.
The closer. So
no doubt.
How's it going, Keith?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me, and it's a pleasure to be here, man. I'm ready to rock and roll, baby.
Excellent. Let's do this thing, man. And also, he's no stranger to Soul Take. He's on periodically. He's our Super Bowl champ, Mr. Darnell Dinkins. What's going on, Darnell? Well, Darnell, are you with us?
Yes, sir.
There you go. I had you. Did you hear anything from an intro standpoint?
No, I didn't hear anything.
You
quiet on our end.
Okay, got you. So I had you on mute. So you are live on Soul Take on Pittsburgh's DSEN. I was just saying that you're not a stranger to the show. We have you on periodically. You know, you're our Super Bowl champ. You won a Super Bowl with Mr. Drew Brees, who's doing big things on ESPN. Have you been checking your boy out?
He was doing better. Much better than when he first started. Absolutely.
Excellent. Now we're gonna have some fun during this segment because we have your boys on. Both of you go ahead.
After have two most important of the three people that I absolutely love. My son Khalil Dinkins and Kolin Dinkins, and my daughter Kayla is the volleyball player. But Khalil, you know, in his last year up at Penn State, 6'5", 250 pounds, running a 4.5. Just an absolute animal. Has taken in the position well, and his grassroots is, you know, right there in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And then my other son Kolin Dinkins, you know, once again 6'3", 205, 4'3", and will hit anything that's moving. And has gone through all the trials and tribulations of COVID, and it's an honor just to have him on with us today. And I'm glad that they were fine time with their studies. They're doing very well in school. Colin's, you know, creating the apps, and we'll talk a little about his LinkedIn and business side. And Khalil just becoming a great young man in terms of how he handles class football. But without further ado, my son's Khalil Dinkins.
Excellent. How's it going, fellas?
Doing good. How are you?
Hey, we are excellent. So yeah, thanks for joining the show today. I understand you all have a bye week going on. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Hopefully, during the bye week, you all will be able to get some well needed rest. Okay, and hopefully be able to bounce back. I believe you all lost 4 in a row, correct?
Yeah, so it's lost.
Okay.
Well, I think it was 3 in Kansas. Yeah.
Is it
3? Is 3? 4.
I don't hear anything.
Khalil? Colin? I couldn't hear him. Boy.
Let me see. It was Oregon. Then it was USC. Was it
Northwestern?
Hey, you guys hear me?
We can hear you now.
So, yeah, it was Oregon, UCLA, Northwestern, and then this past game, Iowa. Okay.
Yeah, so 4 in a row. So, and there's been a lot going on up in Penn State, right, with the coach change going from James Franklin to Terry Smith. And fellas, let me just say this. Unfortunate situation. Okay, there's a lot of different opinions out there about Penn State and James Franklin, but I'm definitely pulling for this head coach. I'm pulling for the first one, but I have a special interest with this head coach. A lot of people don't realize Terry Smith. I know Terry Smith. Wow. I'm originally from Aliquippa. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know that Terry Smith him and his family are originally from Aliquippa. So, fellas, did you know that?
I knew he went to Gateway one time. I did not know he went to Aliquippa.
Okay, so you got to ask your coach. See, he left at a very young age, and I can't remember what age he left. Okay, he might have been 3, 4, 5 years old, whatever it was. His family moved from Aliquippa to the Penn Hills area, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, ask your coach. How old was he?
Hey, Colin, hey, Kev, I think it's good to put on the note too. Like, guys, Kev was from Aliquippa, so he understands. He thinks Aliquippa is the greatest football there's ever been, and he's true. There's a lot of great players come from, but I don't know if some of them Aliquippa teams could held up with y'all NA teams from Tomlin. So
no, you didn't. No, you didn't, Darnell. No, you didn't.
And I had to let them had a good team back there. Back when the Lion was there.
Yeah.
They probably would have put belts to NA. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
We got a couple of stoppies on NA. I definitely not being on football, but
I couldn't hear you. What did you say?
The third NA, I don't know if they're Kentucky right now.
The current NA is better than when you played?
Nah.
Oh, it's the opposite. Okay.
I think I heard on a 0-67 since Kyle Rosen, I think.
0-67. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's one more week, if I'm not mistaken, of high school football, and if you all could believe it or not, Aliquippa probably won't make the playoffs. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah. Aliquippa was tied for the most consecutive years of making the playoffs, 30 years in a row making the playoffs. So they're having a real tough year this year. Their quarterback was lost.
Hard to do good all those years for sure.
Yeah. So it would have been interesting to see Aliquippa and NA go up against each other. Okay, so let's get to what's going on at Penn State, and we'll first of all, I want you to give another introduction of yourself, your name, your number, how long you've been at Penn State, and what you're looking forward to.
Thank you. Sorry. No, you got it. Okay. My name is Khalil Dinkins. I'm number 16 at Penn State. I play tight end. And it's been, it started off good for the season. But we definitely got a couple bumps in the road that we just gotta get corrected. It was hard that week, when we lost Franklin. Just knowing those relationships with him and, having him leave so abruptly definitely changes the, dynamic of the team. But trying to keep everybody's, praises up, making sure we got no negative, teammates in the locker room or anything. So it's been a weird week. It's been a weird couple of weeks, but I'm just glad that where I'm at, that I had this opportunity to get to Penn State, and yeah.
Okay, and that was Khalil, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Three number Khalil. He did. I said number 16.
Number 16, and do you have some socials you would like to share as well?
My Instagram is KhalilDink.8, and I really don't use Twitter.
Okay, got you. So hit Khalil up on you said Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hit him up. All right. And is it Kolin?
Kolin. Kolin Dinkins, number 31. I play nickel, and my Instagram is _CC Dink_. My Twitter is Colin Dinkins. To shed light on the situation, I say that it's progress. I say we got to keep on pushing. At the end of the day, we can't have anyone lag behind, and we got to be stern with our operation now with Franklin, who used to run everything. He it's a different concept, but it's the same drive. I say that.
Okay. Now, like I said, it's a tough situation with the coaches and everything, but I'm sure your dad told you. I'm sure head coach, Terry Smith, interim head coach Terry Smith told you as well. Dealing with adversity, right? Everything won't be peaches and cream. And
it's kind of a weird thing because going into college, you don't really expect this. Now that college football turning more into like a business and getting more at the NFL, it's kind of like a little like precursor to like what the NFL is going to be like. So yeah, like it sucks right now, but like we all understand that it is what it is, and like that's just how the way the college football world works. And this is going to be, I guess, like coaches say, next man up. So yeah, and I would piggyback on that again, man. Just saying that ever since they played together since middle school, high school, now in college, which most brothers don't get a chance to do that. This is a blessing to be with. This is probably the first time they've never lost more than 2 games in a row.
Okay.
So you start looking at they're being looked at in the locker room to make sure that they have to pick up the atmosphere and the excitement from all the other guys in their locker. And the things that's gone away from the field, like Khalil and Kolin both are leaders, both whether it's DB, special teams, or the tight end room. And it's the added bonus that they have from being on winning teams for so long and being in this very, frustrating situation right now at Penn State.
Yeah, definitely a frustrating situation. And, guys, I can tell you, other people are watching. Okay. Other people are watching all the Penn State players. Okay. What kind of output are you having? Even though you might lose the game, how hard are you working? In other words, so you have to keep that in mind. Okay. Because character comes out when there's adversity for sure. And I know you all want to win as many games as possible. A question that I have or something that I jotted down that I didn't anticipate asking this question at the beginning of the year. Okay. And I'm a Pitt alum like your dad as well, just to let you know. All right. It's nothing, and I hate to say this, but it is nothing at the beginning of the year asking the question for Pitt, will Pitt win a bowl game? Right. But now I'm asking the question, will Penn State get to a bowl game? And that's what I meant to say from the beginning. Can Penn State get to the bowl game or a bowl game? So right now your record is what? Is it 4-4?
3-4, pretty sure.
3-4.
3-4.
Okay, so to become bowl eligible, you have to win 6 games to be bowl eligible. You have a bye this week. The following week, you have your work cut out. Okay, you play the number 1 team as of today in the country, and that's Ohio State. Okay, it would be great. I don't like Ohio State. Let me just put that out there. And it's not anything new. I started not liking Ohio State when I was a child. Okay, because again, excuse me, because again, I'm from Aliquippa, and you know who my boy was, right? Tony Dorsett, Tony D. And I think a guy from Ohio State, number 45, I think his number was, Archie Griffin, and I'm giving you a little history lesson as I talk to you as well. Archie Griffin won 2 Heisman trophies because he robbed one from Tony Dorsett. And as a result, I never liked Ohio State. So I need you two to find a way to get your team motivated. Go down to Columbus and beat Ohio State.
So I think, boys, I think what I want to really ask you guys is the thing you said. Like Kolin, from your perspective, with defensive special teams, and Khalil, from your perspective, what will it take for you guys to be able to go into Ohio State and come up with a win.
I say you gotta bring the boat. You gotta see, look around and say, this is all we got. This is all we need to keep stepping.
I mean, it's kind of easy right now because we ain't got nothing to lose. So
there you go.
But you got nothing to lose. You know, you got to play, faster and play more confident because you got nothing to lose. So going into Old State, making sure our bodies right. That's what we're doing. That's basically what this whole week is about. Getting our bodies right, getting our minds right. Before getting the game plan in a little bit early. So just working and staying attentive and staying together because of all that shit going on with these past weeks. So that's going to be a game. Like we've been saying, it's going to be a 4-quarter battle, and this one definitely is. So it's going to be a lot going into this week that we're going to have to get corrected and just fine-tune some things. But I think once we get that done, I think we're going to be good to go.
And who do you have?
But it still comes down to the game and everything and what happens. But yeah.
Okay. And I know you all take one game at a time, but who do you have on the schedule after that? And Keith, you can hop in if you have any questions for them as well.
Okay.
But who do you have after that on your schedule?
I think we got Indiana, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, that's a game. I would like to meet both of you in person as well. That's a game I'm trying to get to up at Penn State. So I'll definitely keep you abreast.
Just let us know.
What's that?
Just let us know. We got you.
Okay, cool. Now, does anyone stick out that has a tie to your family by chance with Indiana?
No.
No, your dad your dad hasn't shared anything with you regarding a family tie.
Around here, so you might as well let us know because we never know.
Okay, Darnell, spill the beans.
So, boys, my first college coach when I got recruited back, he was a recruiting coordinator for Pitt with Kurt Signetti. So me and him were, I would say distant friends at best. I was better friends with his brother Frank Signetti, but he went to Alabama, went on to E.
Yeah, I remember you talking about Frank.
Yeah, me and Frank was real cool. But Kurt he learned a lot in a few years, and I think he's put on a good show right now at Indiana, and I think that Penn State has more enough talent and enough grit to go into Ohio State and play against Indiana and give both those teams their first losses. I believe it would change the whole structure of their season. I think they got enough grit to do that.
Well, if they're able to do that, Darnell, I think they'll have a good chance to become bowl eligible if they're able to do that. So we'll see.
And one thing I know about my boys, what's funny? Since the time they were small, we had this flag football league, and they were playing up with two grades below the guys, and they were doing well and made it to the championship. And it was something that I seen in them then. Kolin, first time ever playing, scored 3-4 touchdowns. Khalil, first time playing, scored 3 touchdowns. And I would say that these young men they're the type of players that go out there and they don't do a lot of talking. They're aggressive. Kolin will give you a little bit of flash, but they talk with their pass and they talk with their play. And every level they play, I think they got a chance to go into these games and really, it's not about how you start, but how you finish. And the season wasn't nothing that anybody predicted. But this is a time where you find out who really come to the game every single weekend and put their all out there. And I think since they do it right, knowing theories at the helm, I think they could go into these games and change the college perspective at beating two powerhouses, the number 1 team with Ohio State, number 3 team with Indiana.
Now, if that happens, let me just say this, because like I said, I'm a Terry Smith supporter, right? James Franklin was let go as a result of not having his team beat top 10 teams. Okay. I'm trying to go off the top of my head. I think he might have been Keith, 4-25, something.
Yeah, against the top 25.
Top 10.
Yeah,
top 10. Okay.
And to be honest, how I feel about that, it's not a great record, but like that's not his fault, you know. I mean, like, yeah, he calls the play sometimes, but we got to go out and execute them. You know, sometimes that we don't execute the right play, or we'll do a miss a block or do a miss a tackle. So like, and then in those games, it's like we are. I hate saying this, but we are honestly just like so close to being a top 10 team. It's just like it's just a little mistake that we gotta get corrected. But honestly, like those, when I hear stuff about that with Franklin, like, yeah, it's true, but like, it's not like we're not working and everything. They kind of make it kind of undermine, almost seem like they kind of undermine his like work ethic when we lose to those teams. Like, oh, well, they're not doing anything and you're just being all these other schools are not even in the top 10 or whatever. But like, nah, but we're working and we're, definitely trying to get those teams beat. But sometimes, you get a call or, something happens in a game you just can't control.
Okay. And I bring that up because, again, I'm a Terry Smith supporter. So if you all are able, and let me silence my phone as well. I was trying to get Ron Hill on the call. Ron, if you're listening, I'll see if I could give you a call to squeeze you in here. He wasn't available earlier when I tried to get in touch with him. All right. So Terry Smith, if he's able to win the next two games, and that would be two teams in the top 5, if I'm not mistaken. What is Indiana right now?
I think they're like 8th.
They're number 2 right now.
2. Okay, my bad.
Yeah. So that'd be 2 top 3 teams that he would be back to back. So
that would make Penn State bowl eligible too, if I'm not mistaken.
No, they would need
one more 6 wins. Yeah, 6 wins.
But the thing about it, keep in mind that he's the interim coach. So that will go a long way to possibly making him
the full-time coach, which I want. I want him to get that job so bad.
Exactly. So we're definitely rooting for you too, and the rest of the team. Yeah, no doubt. But yeah, like I said, when you talk to your coach, ask him how old he was before he left Aliquippa, because I don't even know. I just know he left at a very young age, and his brother Darnell, I'm not sure if you know his brother Harvey Smith as well. Do you know Harvey?
Yeah, Harvey's real cool. He actually worked with me for a little bit. We did 7-on-7, and the boys gonna have to get ready to go to study hall. So I don't want to keep them too long.
Let me get one question in.
Okay, Keith had one question before.
I want to get good.
Hey guys, I just wanted to ask y'all one question, man. When James Franklin got fired, did at any time during that tough time did you guys think about hitting the portal after the season?
I think it was definitely talked about, but I don't think it's a main priority right now. I think dudes on our team definitely just want to finish out this season and see what happens after that. Coaches are still trying to figure out what's going on and how they're going to do everything out. But I think everybody right now is just locked in on getting these next games won and done. So it's something that's right now. And thank you for saying that, Khalil. I think the NFL, college become like the NFL. They're almost like it's like they're finishing the season strong and they're doing what they need to do to make sure that they're showing everybody out there that they finishing the season where they started. And this is the paradox of NIL. You get a lot of young men not really vested into teams, but I can truly say, it became a kind of a nemesis to Coach Franklin. He couldn't win the big games, but most coaches would have taken his college record to win the games that he did. He won a lot, and it became a culture. In Penn State, they never lost a lot of games. And so even though they have fired their man, whether it's prematurely or whatever the case may be, it's already done now. But I love the fact that if you watch the game, nobody has more pancake blocks than Khalil Dinkins when he's out there blocking. I mean, he's had 7 in a big game against Oregon. I mean, if you watch this kid play, he is playing football. It's not about taking the ball and showing off. He's going out there, he's playing every single down, even when it's not coming his way. Kolin Dinkins, last year, you got this guy, Beatty, who's now running back with Genty, who's a running back with the Raiders. You take 3-4 guys to take them down. Tomlin ran down on kickoff and knocked the crap out of them. These boys play backyard Brando football, and I'm so proud of their father. I know you guys got to go. Anything you guys got to say before you getting off, go ahead and shoot a last, text unless anybody else, unless Kevin or anybody have anything else to say, man. Thank you guys so much for coming on. Khalil, Kolin, got anything else before I get off?
No, thanks for having us. No, it's been a pleasure to talk to you. Hopefully we can do this again someday.
Excellent. All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, great. I think they dropped off. Darnell? Okay. Are you sticking with us until 8, or do you have to go?
I have to go. Okay. I'm gonna hop off as well. Hey, Kev, thank you so much for having my sons on, man. It's always great, just spending time. And like I said, they're good young boys. They go out there, they play the game the way it's supposed to be played.
Excellent.
And they're just blessed. It's been a blessing to be my wife.
Excellent. Hey, one thing before I let you go. Okay. Again, you're a Pitt alum. The question that I have for you: can Pitt win the ACC?
Right now, with a big win against Syracuse, they went down to Florida State. That was their toughest competition. I think they got the opportunity to win out. I'm not sure if they played Duke, but Mensa from Tulane is now the quarterback, and he's playing out of his mind for Duke. That might be their toughest competition. They typically have a lot of competition with Duke. But I say right now, Pitt has a really good chance of winning the ACC.
Excellent. Sounds good, bro. All right. Thanks a lot, Darnell.
That's a wonderful week.
Okay. You too. All right, that was excellent.
I know. Can I say one more thing about that Pitt winning the ACC?
Okay, sure.
So first of all, they don't play Duke. Their next couple of games, they got NC State, which is not a gimme. You got the kid C.J. Bailey's a Miami-born kid, 14 touchdowns, 7 inners. That's not a gimme. You got Stanford. I think they should beat them. Notre Dame, that's probably going to be a loss, but Pitt got the linebackers and Kyle Lewis and Cam Linsley in them. They could probably slow down Jeremiah Love and the crew, man.
Yeah, Kyle Lewis, you mentioned he actually got hurt last game.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, they real tricky. Narduzzi's real tricky with the injury report, man.
Because I looked today and I really didn't see much.
And then you got Georgia Tech. That's possibly a win. I think Pitt has the linebackers and the D-line to contain Haynes King and the crew, man. Yeah. And then the last game, Miami. I still think Miami's going to the CFB playoffs, and that's going to be a tough one, man. So you're looking at Pitt finishing at possibly 8-4, probably going to like the Holiday Bowl, maybe a bigger bowl than that, but that's a good season to me, man.
Oh, for sure. Sure. So let's do this. We're going to fly right by our last break because we already did that anyway, which is okay. We've been talking about Pitt.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show the key play from the Syracuse game, the game on Saturday.
Okay.
And once we see this, we'll talk about it.
Pitt will probably come after him. Stonehouse, high end-over-end kick. Johnson from the 32. Makes one-man miss. Up the middle. He's going to have to make Stonehouse miss. Can he run by him? He does! Touchdown, Pitt!
So there you go. I really like Kenny Johnson.
Me too.
And let me see if I could cut this thing off. I guess I liked it so much it was trying to play more than one time. So yeah, that was a nice win over Syracuse this past Saturday.
On the road, too.
On the road.
Get loud in that carrier dome, kid.
It does, man.
Loud,
it does.
Basketball, football is loud. It's loud.
For sure. That's that, regardless of, and I know Syracuse had their starting quarterback out as well.
Yeah, everybody dealing with injuries, man.
Yeah. But Pitt did what it had to do to win the game.
Yeah.
Now, offensively, I thought that even though Pitt scored, 30 points, I think it was 30 to 13.
Yeah.
It wasn't a smooth 30.
No.
Right? It wasn't a smooth 30.
Some bumps and bruises, but they got the job done. Freshman quarterback, man, he's nice, man. I like that guy.
Like him. Yeah.
I keep messing up his last name. I don't want to butcher his last name on live air. Maybe you could pronounce it.
Yeah. I like him as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the proper pronunciation.
It's all good, man. Keep balling, freshman quarterback.
Yeah,
I know his first name is Mason.
Mason Heisel.
Yeah, okay.
Heisel. But I'm not sure if I pronounced
that's
it
what
right.
I said. Mason's doing a good job, though.
Yeah.
I like Mason. He got his trajectory is pointing up.
And you mentioned Pitt plays North Carolina State this weekend. And it's homecoming.
Yes.
Okay.
Should be a good one.
Like you said.
CJ Bailey ain't a joke, man. He's all right, man. The boy could wing it. I'm just saying. I'm not saying Pitt's going to lose, but don't sleep these North Carolina State Wolfpack. Do not sleep them.
So CJ Bailey, 14 TDs for the season, 7 interceptions.
Almost 1,900 yards passing.
Yeah, and they're, one of the key wide receivers is Terrell Anderson.
Okay.
And I understand he got hurt last week against Notre Dame, but he's supposed to be practicing this week. So he's expected to play. So another defensive performance, a good defensive performance is needed from Pitt.
Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully Kyle Lewis will be back on the field.
He's the heart and soul. We need him.
For Pitt.
Yes.
And Pitt has 5 games left.
Right.
So out of the 5 games, I'm not sure, Keith, if you realize 3 are against ranked opponents.
Right. I think they're going to win 2 of them.
So it's a possibility not only that Pitt can win the ACC.
Yeah.
They might be ranked
definitely
before the end of the year.
Right.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah. Shout out to Norduzzi, man. You're going to take a lot of heat, man, but he got them boys playing, man.
Because of the change of quarterback.
Yeah, and the coordinator, too, man. That offensive coordinator is nice. K. Bell. His play calling is remarkable, man. Shout out to him. He'll be probably on somebody's NFL coaching staff as an offensive coordinator within the next 3 years.
He's a good one.
Yes, he is. Also, his X&O game is pure.
We can't sleep Desmond Reed.
Nah.
Okay.
Been a little banged up, though. He's a dog. He's a dog,
That's
though.
where I was going, having him in the lineup.
Right,
so, yeah, everyone, we do believe that Pitt can win the ACC. You agree?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I definitely agree, man.
Yeah, so we'll see.
I just don't think they could beat Miami. I think they could beat everybody else in the conference. Even my team SMU with my man Kev Jennings at quarterback. I think they could beat everybody but Miami.
And that game in Miami is win. I know Notre Dame.
The last game of the season.
So you think they're going to lose to Notre Dame?
Yeah, I think they're going to lose to Notre Dame.
November 15th.
And this NC State game it's a coin toss, man. I don't want to say Pitt because I've seen Bailey play, man. Like I said, he could wing it, man. And this might be, Pitt might get what they're looking for, man. They might get a tough battle.
Yeah, I think he has to play better. And I'm talking about Mason. Definitely. He has to play better this week than what he played last week.
Yeah, I agree.
Because he just played okay.
Yeah, he just played. It was like game manager somewhat. Yeah, but he got the job done.
All right, so big week here. Okay, for the NBA.
Yes, my favorite. My favorite. I can't wait to talk about this.
Big week. The games kick off tonight.
Yes.
And I'm going to cue up a video here before we kick off talking about the NBA. And if I could get that set up and just to let everyone know, the phone lines are still open, everyone. So if you would like to be a part of any of the conversations that we're having, give us a call. The phone number should be on your screen, or if you're listening to the radio stream, is the numbers on the website. So you should have the number. If you don't, both the call-in numbers as well as the text number. But if you don't have it, I'll try to remember. Yeah, let me give it right now. 412-213-8995 is the call number, and the text number is 412-218-3888. So let's talk NBA basketball.
Tips off tonight with not 1, but 2 games. So we have OKC for starters. They start their title defense against an old friend, if we want to call it that, and Kevin Durant. KD, of course, has a new home in Houston. And then in the nightcap, we got Luka and the Lakers at home against Steph and the Warriors. And remember, no LeBron James in that matchup as he is dealing with sciatica, a back injury. Hey.
So there you go. It kicks off tonight. That was CBS Sports, right. HQ, I believe, queuing things up for us. So I definitely wanted to give them their props a lot of people are excited about this season.
Yeah, I definitely am, man. It seemed like it came out of nowhere. It came like a snap of a finger. I'm like, oh, wow, it's almost basketball. Let me tap in.
So I'll throw it over to you, Keith. Let's start off in the Eastern Conference. And I actually had the opportunity, Keith, to go through all the teams, and come up with some predictions as well.
I got some predictions too.
Okay, you got some too.
Yeah,
all right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's start off in the East.
Okay,
your thoughts?
The East, man. I like the New York Knicks, man. Only thing, man, the abrupt loss of Malcolm Brogdon, that backup point guard, man. I think that put a dent in them. But a lot of people don't know this guy I'm about to name. They have a diamond in the rough on their team. His name is Tyler Kolin. They just got to let the leash off of him. If you know him, he's from Marquette, led the nation in assists coming out of college. This guy's like, he got white chocolate ability. When I say white chocolate, I'm talking about Jason Williams, formerly of Florida, went to Sacramento. Yeah, white chocolate. Won a ring with Shaq and those boys. Okay. Yeah, he got a little bit of white chocolate in him, man. They got to unleash him, though.
White chocolate. That's good chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The Knicks got to unleash him. They got Jordan Clarkson coming off the bench, man. And I think Cat is tough, man. And I think this is the year the Knicks have to get it done because you got all them injuries in the East, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got a lot of guys out.
It's wide open.
Yeah, right? Halliburton and so on, man. A lot of guys are out, man. So I think Tatum's out. This is the chance right here for the Knicks to seize this opportunity and make the Big Apple proud, man. We're going to see. But one more thing, Kev.
Okay.
Dark horse team, man. Nobody's talking about them. The Atlanta Hawks, man.
Okay.
You got Dyson Daniels. Should have got Defensive Player of the Year. He got robbed, man. 3 steals a game. Nickname Great Barrier Thief. They bringing in Porzingis. They got Zach Rishishier. Jalen Johnson, man. I watched him.
ATL.
Yeah, Jalen Johnson out of Duke, man. He's a triple-double guy for Atlanta. Real versatile, about 6'9". You know what I mean? He's tough. And I think the Atlanta Hawks are going to be a tough team to play every single night. And I didn't even mention Trae Young.
Okay. All right, we'll see. Now we said the East was wide open.
Yeah.
And it's wide open. You mentioned one of the injuries, I believe. So Boston, Jason Tatum, right, is out.
Yeah, that's crucial, man.
For Indy, Tyrese Halliburton is out.
Another crucial.
Both of those guys are expected to miss the whole year.
Season, yeah.
Damian Lillard, who played for Milwaukee, that left Milwaukee. He went back to Portland,
he's still recovering.
He's still recovering from his injury.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's considered wide open.
Definitely, man.
In the East.
Definitely.
Philly. Let's talk about Philly a little bit. I hear Joel Embiid is looking good.
Can he stay healthy?
That's where I was going.
Can he stay healthy,
that's
man?
Where I was going. Yeah.
But I tell you what about Philly, man. I'm looking at the McCain kid out of Duke, man. I want to see if he comes back healthy for those guys. And also, they got another guy, man. They drafted VJ Edgecombe, man. Crazy hops. Crazy athleticism, hawk defense. The city of Philly, they're going to love this guy, man. He was a dog at Baylor, and I expect that trajectory to continue for the Sixers.
So let's do this. In the East, I have my predictions here, everybody. My predictions.
Okay.
Don't run out. And if you're a betting person, don't use my predictions, but I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good about my predictions. So as I go through each one, I want to see what you think about these teams. You mentioned one of the teams already, okay? And these predictions, I have
seen your bracket too. We kind of on the same. I ain't gonna say that. I'll wait till
2025 bracket. I'm doing a bracket even before the playoffs.
Unbelievable.
I'm doing a bracket at the beginning of the year. That's right. So we're gonna start 8-1. Okay. And keep in mind, everyone, we understand there's playing games and everything. I didn't get that deep. Okay, I'm talking playoffs. Okay, so number 8, I have Miami. Okay,
the Heat. Okay,
I have the Heat as the number 8 seed in the East. Okay, and I have them going up against
the New York Knicks.
Well, let's do it. Let's do it. The number 1 seed in the East, the New York Knicks. You talked about the Knicks,
right?
Already,
yeah,
right. And Not sure, Keith, if I'm anticipating a trade. If a trade go down that is rumored, it's over.
Yeah.
Oh, who am I talking about?
Giannis.
Yeah. I mess up his last name.
Greek freak, man. I just call him a Greek freak.
Yeah.
Or Giannis.
Antetokounmpo.
Yeah.
Something like that. The Greek freak.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think Milwaukee's gonna struggle.
Me too, man. I don't like that team. Man.
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah,
it might be time for Giannis to get up out of there, man. They're not giving him enough pieces.
Is Doc Rivers gonna survive?
Oh, I don't know, man. Doc seems to always get a job, man.
I know, right? But
Doc always seems to get a job, man.
His time is running out.
No,
like
definitely,
TikTok,
man. Yeah, he won no championship since Boston, man. I mean, you're a good coach, but come on, man.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Man. You kind of on that Tomlin trajectory.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Tomlin wins. At least Tomlin wins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So 76ers I have as the 4 seed, and I have Milwaukee that we just got done talking about as the 5 seed.
Okay.
But that's with Giannis.
Right.
Okay. And then I have Detroit, who's on the come up.
They got a nice young nucleus, boy.
Yeah.
I got Cade Cunningham finishing top 3 MVP voting.
So I have them going up against Atlanta that you talked about. The number 6 seed. And then
Hawks is coming, man.
And then the number 7 seed, they're on the come up as well, Orlando.
Yeah, they got Desmond Bain, man.
Yeah.
I like their front line with the Wagner twins.
Right.
Yeah, I like that front line, man.
And then the number 2 seed was kind of like a toss-up for me with the Cleveland Cavs and the Knicks. Okay.
Yeah.
So are you with me so far?
Yeah, I'm definitely with you, man.
Okay.
My only knock about Cleveland, but they added a piece though, and this is another sleeper, man. Nobody's talking about. The Cleveland Cavaliers added Alonzo Ball, and I'm happy they did because I'm not a big fan of that backcourt. Like, you got Darius Garland at 6'1", you got Donovan Mitchell at probably 6'2". It reminds me of Portland with CJ McCollum and Dame Lillard. You guys are talented, but you're undersized. Once you get to the playoffs, they're running you're undersized, man. You're going against 6'6" guards. They're going right to the post and they're cooking.
Cool. And I hate to give credit to Cleveland, even though it's basketball, but I have to give credit where credit is due. Their coach of the year, Kenny Atkinson.
Yeah, he's a heck of a coach. I like him.
Coach. So
I like him.
I expect big things from Cleveland, and I won't go through my whole list. I'll just say I have the Knicks. Okay, facing the Cavs for the Eastern Conference Championship.
I think they're going to lose, man. It just seems like anytime a team is led by Donovan Mitchell, they're good in the regular season, they get to the second round and they go home.
Good point.
I'm just being honest. And I love Donovan Mitchell, but he's just on a small side. Like, to me, Donovan Mitchell, he's a shooting guard in a point guard's body. I don't care what nobody says.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spider, you're undersized. You're a talented, undersized shooting guard in a point guard's body.
All right. And then I have the Knicks going on to the championship.
Okay. And I already know who you got them going against.
Okay. We'll save that. So over in the Western Conference, okay, I'm going to start in a different way. I'm going to save that number 1 for last. Okay. So I have the Lakers. Luka.
That's my team.
They said Luka is looking good, man, even though LeBron is out.
Right.
He's out, 3 to 4 weeks?
He should be back sometime middle of November.
Okay.
I'm thinking around the 16th, he should be coming back.
Okay. So I have them going up against the Wolves, Minnesota.
Oh, that's not a good matchup for my boys. I hope we don't got to play them.
The number 2 seed. I have them as a number 2 seed. And then I have the Clippers as the number 6 seed. Kawhi Leonard, right?
Yeah, it's always something with him, though, man. He can stay healthy and he don't got no issues or no family issues or nothing, man. See, last year, I'm being honest, because last year,
you're right.
A lot of people thought that he was hurt, and what had happened was, they had those fires out there, man, and he was basically just taking care of his family.
I definitely understand
it's
that.
Unfortunate, but people are like, oh, you're missing more games, but what his family supposed to do is fires out there, man. You got to help him, but it's like every time it's just always something with Kawhi Leonard, man. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping I'm praying for him. It's a good season, injury free, clean slate, nothing else, man. Just strictly basketball. You got Horton, you added Bradley Beal. Yeah, it's time, man. It's time, man.
So I have them going up against the Nuggets, Denver Nuggets. I have them at number 3. And for Denver, they had 50 wins, Keith, the last 3 seasons.
Right.
That's consistency, man.
Definitely.
That is consistency.
They made a big change, too, man. They got rid of Michael Porter Jr., which I thought was warranted. I thought it was time.
Okay.
To me, he don't provide nothing else but shooting, man.
Okay.
I mean, he's 6'10". This is just a shooter, man.
And
I think Cam Johnson is an upgrade.
From Pittsburgh.
Yeah, exactly.
From Pittsburgh.
Exactly. Shout out to Cam Johnson, man. Let's ball, bro.
Yeah, playing alongside Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
As well
Murray,
as
Braun.
Jonas Valanciunas, if I pronounced that right. They got him from
Valanciunas.
Okay.
Yeah, Valanciunas from Sacramento. Yeah, he's a horse in the middle, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I have number 5 seed in the West. I have, and just to let everyone know, that name you see on the screen, Ken Craig, he's not Ken.
Yeah.
He's Keith Platt.
I'm Platt.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Ken is down at the Igloo.
Yeah, watching Chris Letang and them boys.
Yeah, covering the Penguins. So we didn't have a chance.
Shout out to him.
A chance to change the name, but yeah, this is Keith Platt. All right, so I have Memphis as number 5.
Okay.
In the West, and then I have Houston, who's on the come up with KD, right?
Houston got the tallest lineup I ever seen in my life this year. They got Thompson at the point, KD at the shooting guard at 6'11". You got Jabari Smith at 6'10", Alfred Sengun at 6'10". Then you got Big Steven Adams out of Pitt. Man, they're going to be a matchup nightmare for whoever.
Yeah.
Played
1 year at Pitt.
Yeah.
He was one and done.
Right, definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's a bruiser in the middle. He look like Aquaman.
Yeah, good to see Pitt guys doing
as far as them Houston, though, they got another guy that I really like, and I didn't understand why Udoka didn't utilize this kid last year. He kept sending him to the G League, but now with Fred VanVleet hurt, they're going to have to use him. His name is Reed Shepherd.
That's
Jeff Shepherd's son.
Yeah,
Reed Shepherd's a dog. He's a dog.
Fred VanVleet.
Yeah, that was sad, man.
Tore his ACL,
yes,
I believe, over in the Bahamas working out.
Yeah, man. Unfortunately,
man. That was very disappointing.
He was a steady Eddie at point guard, man. He got the championship DNA, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Udoka ain't had no choice but to go with that big lineup, and I like it. This
is what we're doing, Keith. We got 4 minutes left until 8 o'clock.
Okay.
We're going to do overtime if you're cool with it.
Okay, let's get it.
We're going to do 10 minutes.
I got some other stuff I want to say.
We're going to do 10 to 15 minutes of overtime because we have to get our NFL picks in.
Okay,
but I want to get this NBA in.
Yeah, definitely. And I got some rookies I want to talk about too.
Okay, cool. So the other bracket in my playoffs, my sub bracket, the number 8 seed, Golden State Warriors, right? I think Golden State, I like my boy Kerr. All right. I like Draymond Green.
Yeah.
I like Jimmy Butler. But they're just so old, man.
Yeah, they are.
They're just
Draymond can't keep intimidating everybody. That tactic is getting old. Somebody need to punch him. And I like Draymond, but I'm just waiting for somebody to stand up to him.
Yeah.
See, like the whole NBA is punks when they come to him. Like, don't just let him punk your team. Right. I done seen him choke people, kick them down in the midsection, all type of stuff, and nobody never does nothing. Maybe he's just doing it to the right people.
So that might be the way he wants to go out as well in his career that way.
I like his fire, man, but dude, crazy. Somebody got to knock him out, man, and take that fire for the team, man. I said it.
He needs to chill from that.
He definitely do.
So I have Golden State, the number 8 seed for the playoffs, and the number 1 seed. I have them going up against the number 1 seed. You know who it is.
Yeah, them Thunder.
OKC?
Yeah, that's my. I got them repeating, man. I hate to say it. I got them repeating. I got SGA winning MVP again. I think him and Jokic going to battle it out all year. But that SGA, man, that boy is smooth, man. I got him averaging 29.7 rebounds and 7 assists this year.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yes, SGA.
He's a beast.
Ooh,
he's a
man.
And then Williams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same team from last year, Kev.
Well.
Same team. Hartenstein, Kason, you got all them dudes. Wiggins, who had 2 40-point games last year.
Yeah.
They got some dogs, man.
I don't see anyone beating them.
Ooh, it's going to be hard, man.
I really don't. However,
we didn't even talk about Chet.
However, the East is considered weak and open.
Yeah.
Okay. The West.
The East is open.
The West is considered the strongest.
Yeah, it's a gauntlet. The West is going to be a gauntlet this year.
So it should be a very fun. Something I wanted to say about LeBron as well.
Okay.
LeBron is 40 years old.
Right.
He'll be 41 in December, right?
Yes, sir.
But what I wanted to bring up that's special about him is his longevity.
Yeah.
Okay. He will be the first player when he comes back off of his injury He will be the first player to play a 23rd season.
Oh, remarkable, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, King James, boy. From the cover of Sports Illustrated to now, man. Who would have thought? Who would have thought, man?
I mean, it's amazing what he's been able to do, man, right? Because when he was a kid, he had so much on his shoulders from a expectation standpoint. And that could crumble you. Man. You know, that could crumble you. All that pressure, expectations and everything. So I won't call him the GOAT, Keith. I won't call.
He could be more than one GOAT, though. Just because you say he's the GOAT, I don't mean
there could be a herd.
Other dudes ain't GOATs. You know what I mean?
There could be a herd.
Yeah, right? Be 1A, 1B, 1C.
Right. So you wanted to bring up some other things. And
man.
We're going overtime, everyone. We're going to do 10 to 15 minutes overtime.
Just stay with me on this one. So we talk about the NBA, man, and I thought about this all day when you told me the topics. I couldn't wait to talk about these guys. So there's a couple rookies that you got to pay attention to in the NBA this year, man. And I'm gonna just run them down. I got 5 guys, man. These are my 5 NBA rookies to watch, man. Okay. So we're gonna start with Mavs point guard Ryan.
Should I raise it now? Go ahead. You know where I'm going.
We're going to start with Mavs point guard Ryan Nembhard, man. 5'11", 185. He had a strong preseason. Averaged a team best 5 assists. With Dante Exum and Brandon Williams hampered by injuries, Nembhard, he should be part of the rotation. Jason Kidd said it. And if you know this guy, he averaged 9 assists per game last year at Gonzaga. Led the nation in assists. Some people comparing to J.J. Barea. I think he sees the floor way better. Keep an eye on Ryan Nembhard. All right. So next up, Lakers small forward. It's a local guy, man. Adu Thero, 6'8", 220. Super athletic wing. He adds athleticism, defense, and he's a finisher who attacks the rim at will. Only thing, he's hurt right now. You know what I'm saying? He should be back in like 2 or 3 weeks. He'll get reevaluated, get that knee scoped out. He missed the Lakers preseason. But Adu Thero, once he gets out there, hey, man, this dude, that he's a cutter. He cuts so much, his nickname should be Scissors, man. He's known for cutting to the hoop. Oh, okay. High basketball IQ. Adu Thero, Whippeal product from Quaker Valley. Next, man, got a Hornet swing, man. Han Kanapel, 6'6", 210, averaged 10 points this past preseason. Deadly three-point shooter, high basketball IQ, makes up for his lack of athleticism. And he's going to be a fan favorite in Charlotte, man. Once he get that shooting stroke, it's lights out.
Excellent.
Another guy. Spurs, this is my favorite rookie of the year, man. And I know he's not going to win rookie of the year, but he's at least going to be all rookie first team. Spurs guard Dylan Harper, man. 6'5", 215. He averaged 10 points, 5 assists this preseason. Shot 50% from three-point range. And what he brings to the Spurs, excellent offensive talent and playmaking and NBA bloodlines. It's the son of Ron Harper. And last but not least, man, Yeah, he got a brother in the NBA too, man. Another Harper kid. I forgot who he plays for.
DNA?
Yeah. You know, Ron Harper was a dog.
He was.
People think he wasn't no scorer. You know him from Cleveland?
Oh, yeah.
He was a scorer. He just got with Jordan and them. He was hurt. And, he didn't have to score for the Bulls teams. But anyway, last but not least, man, another rookie to watch.
Okay.
Pelicans combo guard. Jeremiah Fears, man, 6'4", 190. He averaged 13 points and 3 assists this past preseason. This kid got better each game, man. He's a sleeper, and I'm not saying this.
The name and who's he?
Jeremiah Fears. He went to college at Oklahoma. He plays for the Pelicans. He's out there with Zion and them now.
Okay.
Yeah, 6'4", 190, man.
So he's with New Orleans.
Yeah, up the Pelicans. Yes, sir. Okay. He got better each game in the preseason. He's a sleeper, man. And if you know him, and I'm not comparing him to this guy, but his ball handling and his one-on-one ISO game, it reminds me a lot of Kyrie Irving, man. Okay. Jeremiah Fears, man.
Was that number 5?
Yeah.
Give me the 5 real quick.
Okay.
Again.
So my rookies to watch. You got Mavs point guard Ryan Nembhard, Lakers small forward Adu Thero, Hornet swingman Con Kanapel, Spurs guard Dylan Harper, and Pelicans guard Jeremiah Fears, man. Those are my 5 rookies to watch this season, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I started off by saying, should we raise it? Okay. And I was looking for someone on the list that you didn't have on the list.
Who you gonna say?
Cooper Flag.
I mean, okay, and then I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
So everybody's talking about Cooper Flag. He's probably the unanimous pick to win Rookie of the Year, and I think he's going to do it. Okay. He has the supporting cast, so I didn't want to really talk about him because everybody's talking about it. I wanted to talk about the other rookies that ain't getting the spotlight.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So those are the ones to watch, not in the spotlight.
Right.
Got it. Now there's a couple games going on in NBA today.
Definitely
to kick things off.
Right.
A lot of people might have forgot Kevin Durant, KD.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. That Rockets lineup, man.
But I'm saying they might have forgot that he played for OKC, right? So they play OKC tonight.
Exactly.
And OKC, what are they doing tonight? What's big that they're doing tonight?
Rings. They get their rings tonight. They get the ring ceremony.
So KD could never get a championship.
Nope, had Golden State up 3-1.
OKC, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. So now, isn't it interesting, even though he has what? Is it 2 or 3 rings?
I think he got 2 rings and a finals MVP, I think. I think he got 2, or do he got 3?
He has 2 with Golden State.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, that's an interesting watch just to see them raise the banner and get their rings in front of KD.
Right.
So they're saying, we got it.
Yeah.
We got our guys now.
Yeah.
We have Shea, Gildress, Alexander. We have Williams.
Right.
We're rolling.
Yeah.
So how do you think when his name is announced, what kind of reception do you think KD will get?
I think he'll get a standing ovation, man. But if I'm KD, I got fire in my eyes because, your career's coming to an end, not right now, but, you're in the twilight of your career. He's still a pure scorer, like one of the best ever. But you watching them dudes get their ring, man, and it got to be burning you, man. Like, yo, I'm with the Rockets, man, and I want to go out and get a ring too, man. I mean, it's in the past, the rings he got, but that got to be burning. That got to burn a fire in you, man, watching the OKC Thunder get their rings and you're playing against them, man.
So I think he's 37.
KD, I think 37,
so
38.
This might be his last.
Yeah, go round. I think KD got about 2 or 3 more years where he can be a 20-point scorer, and we'll probably start seeing a decline.
Got it. Now, so that game is 7:30 p.m. So that game should be on right now.
Yeah, it should be in progress.
Golden State plays tonight.
Yeah, to play my Lakers.
LA Lakers, right? That's a 10 p.m. game.
Yeah.
And then, so those are the only 2 games tonight.
Yeah, everybody play tomorrow and Thursday.
And so tomorrow we got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's on, Keith.
Yeah.
It's on.
I can't wait. I'm a basketball junkie.
Yeah, I always say
Love
October is the best month in sports.
Right, because then you got college basketball coming right around the corner, too. We be here top peak basketball pretty soon.
NFL, college football, NBA, NHL,
Major League Baseball
playoffs, the World Series.
It is real.
And then, like you said, college basketball.
Yeah, it's coming. It's right around the corner,
It's coming
man.
up as well.
Yeah.
All right. I thought that was a real good recap.
Yeah.
Okay. So, again, I have my predictions. So, at the end of the year, not even the end of the year, when it's playoff time, I'm going to pull that bracket out.
Okay.
And I'm going to see how well I did.
Okay, one more thing before we switch gears. I got SGA winning MVP, but a dark horse, man, Anthony Edwards. I got him averaging 28, 5 and 5 this year, man.
One thing, you can't sleep Minnesota.
No.
Okay.
No.
They've been to the Western Conference Championship.
Right, last 2 years.
The last 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think they'll be there again.
I think they could get over the hump this year, man. They got some good pieces.
I don't think they'll go to the championship, but I think they'll be there.
Yeah, I still don't think they could beat OKC. I don't know if they could beat them in 7. They added some pieces. They got to let my man Terrence Shannon. They got to give him some more minutes this year, and they got to utilize Rob Dillingham too, man. They got to utilize both of them pieces this year, man.
All right.
Well,
so
we'll see.
Everyone, this is Soul Take, and as you see, we are in overtime. And the last segment that we need to get in here is the picks for this week. And we're going to include the recaps from last week as well. Normally, Keith, I let everyone know how we did.
Okay.
I believe that myself, JT, and Ken, if I'm not mistaken, we're all tied for the season.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. How ironic.
I know. I think Ken won for the week, if I'm not mistaken, with 12 wins, and me and JT had 11. Okay. And there's a lot of people that watch the show that pick along with us as well. So everyone, if you would like to pick with us, even though this might be your first week. So there's a couple of different ways that you could be the winner. You could be the season winner if you've been playing all season, or you could be the weekly winner. Okay. And if you would like the official invite to be a part of the official ESPN league that we use, Football Pick'em, send over a text and I'll make sure you get it. We like for people to pick along with us and see if you can win a week. Okay. As I cue this up, Keith, I want you to answer. Okay. And you'll allow me a little bit of time when you answer this. I want you to answer the question of the day. And then for those out there that's watching or listening, answer it too and send us over a text. Even once the show is done, for those that might watch the recording, text us and let us know your answer to the question of the day. And the question of the day is, are you confident that the Steelers will win the AFC North? Yes or no, and give a little background as far as what you're supporting your answer with.
No, I'm not. Wow. I'm not confident, but I'm not saying that they can't do it. My thing is the Steelers, they got it. The defense got to tackle better. They got to shore the defense up, and you still need a number 2 receiver.
Bam.
You got to get on the phone, man. You got to. I got a list of a couple guys, man. You got to get on the phone, man, and they're probably doing that. And you know, one thing I'm gonna say this too, man. I don't know if you was paying attention to this over the Sunday football games or whatever, but the Raiders, Jacoby Myers was a healthy scratch, man.
Yeah.
I'm just paying attention to the landscape. Like,
we mentioned that.
You know, it just makes you wonder. He said he still want to get traded.
The feedback that I'm getting on that, the type of receiver the Steelers are looking for is someone with decent size and speedy.
He's 6'1", 200, 4'6", speed. You think they want somebody faster, though?
Yeah.
Man, you better call the Dolphins and get Jalen Waddle then, man.
There you go. I like that.
And there's another guy, man, nobody's talking about.
Okay.
The Colts. Wide receiver, his name is Alec Pierce. He led the NFL in yards per catch last year, 22 yards per catch.
Okay.
He's like a faster Jordy Nelson. If you know Alec Pierce, he was a dog at Cincinnati with Desmond Ridder and Jerome Ford on that undefeated Bearcats team, man.
Why would he be available?
Well, he don't really get the ball for real. They got Pittman, they got Mitchell, Tyler Warren. Who else? Josh Downs. So where does that leave Alec Pierce?
Okay.
And he's in a contract year.
Okay.
Like, you know, you bring him in, you put him with DK Metcalf.
Do you have other possibilities as well?
That's
okay, well, go over some of the other possibilities. I need to step out for 1 minute.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
So share your possibilities with everyone, and I'll be right back.
Okay, if you the Steelers, man, you are getting on the phone for Miami. You're calling Miami about Jalen Waddle, man. Fast, game-breaking wide receiver. You got to try to get Jalen Waddle. They already gave you Jalen Ramsey. They got us. We got Jonnu Smith. And I want Jalen Waddle, man. I think that if you're the Steelers, you're on the phone with McDaniel and them boys, man. You're trying to make a move to get Jalen Waddle. Also, you're hitting the Saints up about Rashid Shaheed. Who is Rashid Shaheed? Sleeper, 4-year vet. Undrafted out of Weber State. 4.3 speed, can take the top off of any defense. Deep threat, dangerous returner, punt returner, or kick returner, man. Like I said, he was undrafted out of Weber State. A lot of people ain't down with him because, you know, they don't see Saints games, but I was familiar with Rashid Shaheed coming out of Weber State. He was always fast, and he's got better over the years, man. People say Chris Olave. I like Chris Olave a lot. But with his concussion history, man, one hard hit to the head and his career might be over, man. And I hate to say that. You know what I mean? So I don't really want Chris Olave. I'll take Rashid Shaheed. Also, Jacoby Myers, man, from the Raiders. Like we just talked about, he want to get traded. Jacoby Myers is 6'1", 205. crafty, super crafty veteran playmaker. You the Steelers, like I said, he was a healthy scratch. You try to see what's up, man. If you could pull some strings to try to get Jacoby Myers, man. But there's a lot of dudes I'm not trading to get him, though, man. But definitely Jacoby Myers. And like I was saying, if you're the Steelers again, call the Colts, man. See what's up with Alec Pierce, man. Alec Pierce is about 6'3", 210 pounds, 4.4 speed, man. 22 yards a catch last year, man. People keep forgetting about this dude, man. I said it again. He's a faster version. He's a faster Jordy Nelson, man. You got to try to get Alec Pierce, Jacoby Myers, Rashid Shaheed, Jalen Waddle, man. You got to try to get one of these dudes so they can help the Steelers out with that number 2 receiver, man. But I really want Jalen Waddle or Rashid Shaheed, man. That's who I really want. And I hope the Steelers could pull this off, man. I really do. And I'm not giving up no players, man. They're saying Alex Highsmith. No, I'm not trading him. You're going to need pass rush depth. They say Pat Freiermuth. No, I'm not trading him. Yeah, you're going to need tight ends. Now, Mason Rudolph, I'll trade him. I'll trade him in a draft pick for any of these guys. But those other 2, I'm not trading them. I'm sorry, man.
Should be interesting.
And then what you think of Tyler Lockett, man? Because I heard y'all talking about him.
I think
he still got something?
I think he's not the one.
Me too. Yeah. 33 years old. Robert Woods all over again. I know he's Seattle's second all-time leading receiver, but if he was that good, he would be playing for the Titans, right? He'd be out there catching balls from Cam Ward. Am I correct? I mean, I know they trying to get the young dudes involved, but
they're just horrible.
Yeah, if you're a good veteran, man, you're going to figure out a way to get on the field. They're going to put you out there.
I think Lockett is probably trying to work himself back to Seattle.
Yeah, I think he want to play with DK Metcalf again.
You do?
Yeah, wow. I don't want him though. Wow. I want the other dudes we named because they're younger.
Yeah, but that's a good point. Hey, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. Yeah. All right, so there you go. That's Mr. Keith Platt. Like I said, Ken Craig is down at the Igloo covering the Penguins game, and we are in overtime, and we are getting ready to wrap this thing up with our NFL picks. And thanks for filling in for me real quick. And I heard some of the names that you had there.
Yeah.
And the names that you mentioned are pretty good.
Yeah.
Are pretty good. So Waddle, you mentioned from Miami.
Yeah,
I've been talking about Waddle for a while.
Waddle.
So we'll see what happened.
Definitely.
And Jacoby Myers as well, even though I know that they're looking for speed.
Yeah, Rashid Shaheed, man.
From New Orleans,
take the top off that defense.
Yeah.
People sleep him because he's undrafted. People sleeping him.
There's one.
Who? Chris Olave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he has concussion.
I was about to say that. One more hit, man. His head it might be over, man. So I don't want to take that risk.
Yeah.
I'd rather get the other guy.
All right. So let's do our Week 8 NFL picks. And let me make sure I could get this music on, as well as let me make sure that I have the volume set correctly too. I don't want it to be drowning out our picks. So here we go. All right, everyone. This is our Week 8 NFL picks. I'll see how Mr. Keith Platt does here. Is this your first pick with us this year?
Yeah, yes, sir.
All right, let's
get it.
Let's see what you got. All right, the first game. This is a Thursday matchup. Minnesota at the Los Angeles Chargers.
I'm going to go with Jim Harbaugh on them. I don't think they're going to keep losing. And I'm looking at the quarterbacks, Justin Herbert, Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz, man, the ball was, his arm looked scattered like showers, man. The ball was left, right, up, down, like, they need McCarthy back bad.
Okay, so Minnesota right now, what did they do last week, Keith?
Minnesota, I think they lost. Did they lose? Yeah, they lost. They lost to the Eagles.
Minnesota's 3-3.
Yeah, they lost to the Eagles.
Yeah, they lost to the Eagles.
Jordan Anderson had that big game. They lost, though.
And the Chargers lost, too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the Chargers lost to the Colts.
I'm kind of torn is why I'm asking. This is a Thursday night game. Home teams normally do better.
Right.
So,
Minnesota's coming to the West Coast.
Yeah.
You know, that time zone difference. I'm looking at all that.
Yeah. So I'm going with the Chargers, too. All right. Miami, who's in just disarray right now.
They're slowly sinking.
This is a Sunday game, 1 p.m. against Atlanta. Who do you like?
I like the Falcons to bounce back. Big game from Bijan Robinson.
I agree with you. All right. We have another horrible team, the New York Jets. And Justin Fields, what I heard about Justin Fields, as far as what the owner said.
Yeah, I saw that today, man.
Was disappointed. And basically, he said Aaron Glenn, the head coach.
Safe. Job is safe.
He has confidence.
Since 95 or something.
However, Justin Fields, he really didn't endorse Justin Fields from what I heard. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's basically what he said.
It would be great if they did show up to give Cincinnati a game in Cincinnati.
No way.
But the Steelers have to earn it anyway, right? Yeah. So, we don't want to back into AFC North division title. Right. So I'm going with Cincinnati.
Me too, yeah. Cincy should beat them.
Cleveland at New England. Cleveland is another team, even though they won last week. They're in disarray right now.
Right.
Against New England in New England.
Got the Patriots. I'm going with Drake May and the crew.
I'm going with the Patriots as well.
It's hard to win up there in Gillette Stadium, man. It's hard.
Cleveland beat Miami 31-6 last week. However, that was Miami.
Exactly, yeah.
So,
Drake May won't make those mistakes like Tua, man. And Tua is really the better quarterback right now. But, yeah, Drake May's coming.
All right. New York Football Giants. Did you see that game? It's this past Sunday.
Yes, Cam Scatterboo, man. He looked like a young Denver. John Riggins, boy.
Against Denver,
that was a heck of a game. That was a heck of a game,
They were up 19
points.
Yes,
they were.
Going into the fourth quarter.
Unbelievable.
And I think they were up something like 17, if I'm not mistaken, with 5-6 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Right, Bo Nixon them exploded.
And lost the game.
They exploded. See, what I learned about the Jazz.
The game away.
Yeah, basically, what I learned about the Jazz, they're young and talented, but they don't know how to win games yet. Once they learn how to win games, then it's on, man. And also, one more thing for you move on to the next game. Where the F is Abdul Carter? Is he on a milk carton, man?
Wow.
I had him as the rookie of the year. You got 0.5 sacks, bro. Step it up, man. Let's go, Abdul. I'm still a fan, but come on, man. Without them pass rushers, man.
So
we're going to turn up.
We're going with Philly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's a 1:00 game as well. Buffalo at Carolina. I'm sure we're both going with Buffalo.
I like Buffalo in a close one because Bryce Young, he's on a 4-game winning streak. The first time in his career. Don't sleep him and Rico, what's his name? Rico Dowdy.
Buffalo needs a get-right game.
Yeah, they do.
This is your opportunity to get right.
I hope so, man.
Chicago at Baltimore. Will we see Lamar Jackson?
No, we won't.
You don't think so?
No, I think they're going to hold him out one more game. Maybe 2 more games.
Really?
Yeah, them hamstrings, man, they be lingering, man. So you got to be careful, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the
like,
Ravens
not compare men or women, but look at Caitlin Clark, man. She didn't even come back after, you know what I mean? It happens.
Good point. So the Ravens are coming off of a bye. So who do you like? Chicago at Baltimore.
Ben Johnson, man, he been turning up, man. I don't want to waste your time. I'm going to take Chicago by 3, man.
I'm taking Chicago.
I'm going to take Chicago by 3 in Baltimore. Caleb Williams is playing better.
All right. San Fran 49ers at Houston. Houston just played a game last night, a Monday night game, where they lost to Seattle 27-19. They didn't look good at all.
They didn't. They didn't, man. I'm starting to wonder about the head coach, man. I'm starting to wonder about him, man. I'm going to take San Fran, man.
Me too.
I'm going with San Fran. I think Brock Purdy comes back this week. And even if he don't, I think Matt Jones has been he's been adequate enough to hold down the fort.
So we agree with every pick.
I know, ain't that crazy?
Tampa Bay, who played last night as well, they traveled to New Orleans. So it's a divisional game for them. Tampa, actually, they're dealing with some injuries.
Right.
They lost to Detroit yesterday, 24-9. Who do you like?
I go with Tampa.
You're going with Tampa?
Yeah, I don't. New Orleans, to me, that's the worst team in the league.
I agree. Next game, and this is the game we just talked about was a 4 or 5 game. The next game is a 4:25 game, and we have the D's playing Dallas at Denver. George Pickens is balling. Zach Prescott balling. CeeDee Lamb balling. Denver was fortunate enough to win.
Right. I'm going to take Denver, man, and here's why. Dallas got to go on the road. They're in Denver. You're dealing with that altitude. You know what I'm saying? They're outdoors. Denver still has that pass rush with Nick Bonito and them boys, and I think this is the game the pass rush comes back to life.
Okay, so this is where we differ.
Yeah.
I can't stand Dallas.
Okay.
But I'm objective, and I'm going with Dallas.
Okay.
All right. Tennessee at Indy. We both agree Indy, right?
Yeah, I'm going with Indy.
Is Indy the best team?
I feel bad for my man Cam Ward, but yeah, I feel bad for him.
Is Indy the best team in football right now?
They're pretty good. I don't trust Daniel Jones in big moments, and I actually still think the Steelers is going to beat them and show everybody.
Maybe, but right now, are they the best team in football?
Right now, to me, I think the best team in the NFL, Seattle Seahawks.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. Not KC?
No, not yet. They're coming, though. They're on the rise. Right. KC's coming, man.
We saved the Pittsburgh game for last. That's the Sunday night game. Let's go to Monday. This is the last doubleheader, I thought, for the year. But I only see one game. Maybe the last doubleheader was
this past Monday.
Okay. Washington at KC, 8:15 p.m. Jaden Daniels, I'm not sure if he'll play.
Going with Kansas City, man.
Yeah.
Going with Kansas City.
Keep it real simple.
Yeah, going with Kansas City. You don't know about Terry McLaurin. You don't know about Deebo Samuel.
I agree.
I'm going with Kansas City with Rashee Rice and all of them.
All right. The bye weeks that we have, these are the teams on bye. Detroit, Las Vegas Raiders, Los Angeles Rams, Arizona Cardinals, Seattle Seahawks, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The last game that we need to pick is the Sunday night game. Our Pittsburgh Steelers at home, Acrisure Stadium, hopefully with a new field.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Definitely new grass, yeah.
Field.
New sodded grass field.
We have Aaron Rodgers going up against his former team, the Green Bay Packers. We have the man, arguably one of the best edge rushers in football,
Micah Parsons
coming in, had 3 sacks.
Yeah.
The last game.
Man.
There you go.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh needs to bounce back.
Definitely.
Right? Was it just a normal Thursday loss for Mike Tomlin and our Pittsburgh Steelers, or is there more to it? If the Steelers win this game, I think they'll give a lot of people more confidence. I should have looked up, Keith, what Mike Tomlin's record is on Sunday night.
It's pretty good.
I know it's
pretty good, and I got a gem for you too. I ain't gonna say it, Chad. I got a gem for you.
Who do you like?
I got the Steelers by 7, man, and one of the reasons why they're mad about that performance they displayed on Thursday night, and also I don't know if you know this, Cav, but the Packers have not won here since like 1970, bruh. They haven't won here since 1970.
Wow.
Yes. And I think that Tomlin, he verbally abused those guys all week since that Cincinnati game. And I think they're going to take it out on the Packers. And then also, man, you talk about Micah Parsons and the 3 sacks. The last time we played a dominant pass rusher, Myles Garrett. He was on a milk carton, man. Shout out to Broderick Jones and the crew. And I think that's what the Steelers are going to do to slow down Micah Parsons. Short passes, draws, slants, stuff like that. Keep him off balance. Keep him off balance, man. Aaron Rodgers with that 105 quarterback rating, he should know how to neutralize Micah Parsons and that secondary, man. And I look for a big game from A-Rod.
Excellent. I do too. And
it's personal with him. It's personal.
It's personal with me too. It's personal with me too, because I'm putting it all on the line and I'm saying, throw out that Thursday game.
Yeah.
Right. Throw it out.
We're going to see a real team Sunday night.
Yeah, with Mike Tomlin, we're just a bad Thursday.
Yeah, I hate team. Thursday games. I don't like Thursday games.
So I'm going with Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I just looked up his record for Sunday night, and it's also given me some information on coming off of a Thursday night game as well. A mini bye. Okay. Tomlin has an impressive, and this is from the Steel Curtain. Okay. Impressive record of 14-6.
Yeah, he shines. Sunday and Monday nights, we ball, man. We come to play.
14-6 following a Thursday night football game. Okay. And let me see what else it says here. After a loss, Tomlin's teams rebounded with an impressive 7-2 record. So it gets even better after a loss. Let me see if they say anything here about Sunday. Okay. I don't want to hold things up. I don't see anything about a Sunday record. It would be good to have information regarding a Sunday record, but based on what I'm seeing, things are looking good. Things are looking good. Let me see. I'm going to look one more place before I let things go here. If anybody has it out there, just text it over because I cannot find it right now. What is Mike Tomlin's record on Sunday Night Football? Okay. So we'll go ahead and
I usually had that type of information too. I'm mad I couldn't provide it.
Yeah, and
I usually know stuff like that.
And normally when you Google it, it'll come right up.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason,
it's buffering.
Is not coming right up.
That's
but
cool. We found out.
I'll let it go.
Yeah.
I'll let it go. But one thing about it too, for those that listen to the station, again, we're a 24/7 radio station. I normally do a Steelers preview, like a 2 to 3 minute preview game day.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to find the Sunday Mike Tomlin record for that preview.
Okay.
So if you all stay tuned and tune in on Sunday to listen to the gospel, the jazz, and the quiet storm, hopefully I'll provide that information as the preview to the game Sunday night. I think that is, let me get the right time here for Sunday night.
8:15.
It's an 8:20 game.
8:20, yeah. That's NBC.
And one thing about that too, Keith, I'm not sure if you saw that, but they are wearing their throwback.
Yeah, we usually play good in them. Them retro, yeah, we usually play good in those.
That's something else too.
Man.
It would be good to know.
They're going to feed off that crowd, and
what is the record wearing that uniform?
Yeah.
Wearing that uniform as well.
I can't wait.
All right. So what we'll do, we've done overtime about 32 minutes.
Yeah.
So more than what we even anticipated.
What a blast, man.
Yeah. So it's been great. It's been great.
Definitely.
But we wanted to make sure we got all the information in. I'll give you 30 seconds. You could plug what you're doing or anything else you want for the 30 seconds. I know you got something that's good coming up as well.
Yeah.
Where can people find you?
You could find me on TikTok, K Platt Jr. You can hit me on YouTube, K space Platt Jr. You can hit me on Instagram, K Platt Jr. You can hit me on Facebook, Platt Jr. And stay tuned, man. Within the next couple of weeks, we got the basketball series coming out. I'm not going to unveil the name or nothing like that. Just stay tuned. We got some basketball stuff coming, man. Shout out to my man Kev. Thanks a lot for that, man. But my final thoughts, man. It goes back to the Steelers, man. They have to get a number 2 receiver, man. And they shouldn't have to give up nothing. You got a ton of draft picks. Give up about 2 of them draft picks for Jalen Waddle, man. I'm not giving up no players. I'm not giving up Haskins. I'm not giving up Sawyer. I'm not giving up what was the other guy? I forgot his name. I'm not giving up none of those guys, man. I'm giving up draft picks for either Jalen Waddle, Rashid Shaheed, Jacoby Myers, or Alec Pierce, man. The Steelers have to be they have to be swift and move rapidly to try to get one of these 4 receivers to help out DK Metcalf, Aaron Rodgers, and the Steelers, man. If they do that, man, I think the sky's the limit for Aaron Rodgers, man. He's going to be really slinging that ball, man. And that's my final thoughts of the day, man. I'm Platt, man. Thanks, y'all.
Excellent. So 2 weeks before the NFL trade deadline, which is November 4th. So stay posted. If anything break, we will have it as soon as possible. Hopefully you all are subscribed to our YouTube channel. If not, please do so. We cover all the major sports here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Steelers, Pirates, Penguins, Pitt football, Pitt basketball, and more to come. So when news break, we put it all out there on YouTube. So you want to subscribe. So thank you for sticking around. This has been Overtime for Soul Take. I'm Kevin Cameron. He's Keith Platt.
Yep.
We had Ken Craig earlier today. We had our Super Bowl champ, Darnell Dinkins, earlier, as well as his 2 sons that play for Penn State. Hopefully Penn State will be able to turn it around. And again, thank all of you for watching and listening. And come back next Tuesday, 6 to 8 p.m. for Soul Take. We appreciate you.